Guys, it's Riley Reviews here for another video, and today what's happening? Something's happening.
This is an emergency interruption from the Hot Toys Wizard. And is it possible that I have taken the likeness of Boba Fett and Tamora Morrison as Riley Reviews? And I say, yes. And I have some special information for the Dark Jedi Aries. And I will say that there will be a plethora of Star Wars Hot Toys in the month of March, particularly from the Book of Boba Fett. And you have to wonder if you'll be spilling your coffee left and right like I am. And I say, yes. And you also have to wonder if you're gonna ride it like a mantha. Yes, like a mantha. Anyways, just get ready and prepare for war, my friends. You also have to wonder, will I be having some stomach problems after this interruption? And I say, yes. I am the Hot Toys Wizard, shapeshifted as Boba Fett, as Riley Reviews. You are watching Six Scale Cantina. Stay thirsty, my friends.
Dude,
Riley.
what just happened?
Nice garage, brother.
Oh
That
my
was
God.
from
March, man.
What happened,
especially
bro?
like the crutches and the fishing poles in the back corner.
Yeah, he's got that.
Riley, I pray that you had a towel down before you shot
Dude,
that.
I
Fucking
was gonna
whatever
say,
it was, bro.
I probably had
No,
to
you
wipe
fell
that
pretty
after
hard,
the
bro.
show.
Yeah, you did fall pretty hard, dude.
Oh my God.
I hope you didn't get a concussion or something.
I don't know what just happened.
That wizard,
Aries.
man. That wizard.
just took me forward control. I'm back now, but what just
Trust me, when the
happened, man?
wizard took control of me, something similar happened, Riley. I fell pretty hard, so
You have
Yeah,
to fill up.
man.
You have
Yeah.
to take the antidote beforehand.
yeah, yeah, clearly.
Oh my.
Well, Riley, you
awesome.
have to wonder, is it possible? We just got the Arita suit Boba Fett. What comes first, the Riley Fett or the white prototype Boba Fett?
Dude, you have to wonder, Aries. I really don't know, man. I'd hope the Riley Fett, because I've heard that's in the works.
The Riley
I've
Fett.
talked to Howard. We're gonna see, man. But let's go,
Coffee
man.
cup. Oh my goodness. Is that what you-
That was more like the garage couch surfer Boba Fett.
Yeah, that's true.
Listen, couch garage surfer Boba Fett, ending credits Boba Fett. I think we're probably gonna get another Boba Fett from
Oh, yeah.
The Mandalorian season 3. I think he'll be in there.
I would
think
take
he'll
a
be in there.
Riley Fett over what we got in Book of Boba. So, you know,
Oh my.
I appreciate
yeah,
that.
I would take a Riley Fett.
Thanks,
over
Will.
that. Yeah.
You know, you have to wonder, Will, how long is that going to be on pre-order, the Boba Fett from the
Yeah.
Book of Boba Fett? You know, that figure didn't do really well. It didn't go to like #1.
No.
It came out. It's
No.
been there. It's been in the middle somewhere, but it was kind of like, It wasn't like Cad Bane was #1 forever.
Yeah, no, it wasn't like Riley Fett. Riley
was-
Fett, Riley Fett
That's a
went straight
grail.
up to #1 after this, bro.
Totally.
Yeah, man. So yeah, but you're right, Aries. You're right. It'd be interesting.
Well, listen, everybody, welcome to Six Scale Raw on December 19th. It's the week before the holidays. Happy holidays to everybody out there. I hope you are doing well, and I hope you're staying safe and warm or cold, depending on where you dwell during this holiday season. And what a show we have for you today. And first of all, introducing this great panel, and we'll start off with this guy right below me.
Let's go.
Perhaps the Hot Toys Wizard. What's up, Riley?
Dude, I'm feeling like my stomach's hurting, man. That wizard took a hold of me. So no, I'm doing great, man. Holiday season, it's freezing in LA. It's been getting cold out here, but we're
Ooh,
excited,
yeah.
man. Yep. You already
How
know,
cold
man,
is it
but,
out there, really?
Maybe it's not cold for you
SoCal
guys.
cold, bro. All right.
Yeah,
Bro,
I was
what's
gonna
the
say.
temperature out there?
I don't even know right
Bro,
now.
I
it's
woke up, it was
probably it was cold today, bro.
It
I
was
think
40
right now
degrees this morning.
That's pretty.
Right
cold.
now
That's
it's
pretty
it's like 58 right now.
Hey,
so.
Riley, really? You're cold?
Oh, really? You're cold?
Perfect. It's perfect.
I
for
know.
it. No,
It's
but-
32 here in Maryland. So.
Oh man, well, I can't
Oh.
even imagine that.
Yeah.
But it's cold for me here. But I'm excited, man. Got a lot of good stuff to talk about, and thanks for the invite. It's gonna be fun. Let's go.
Absolutely. Good to have Riley in here, zigzagging up the Star Wars newsman once again. at Six Scale Raw. What is up, Brent? How are you, my friend?
Aries, thank you again for the invite. 2 weeks in a row. I feel very fortunate to be a part of this show with you. I love being on it with you guys and getting to meet Will for the first time. Greetings, my friend.
Greetings.
I know Mario and Riley, so this
up?
is going to be a fantastic evening, and I can't wait to dive into the goodies because there's a lot to discuss that can fill a Christmas stocking in this show for sure. So, forward to it.
Awesome there, newsman. Great to have you in here. And El Professoro is in the house. Mario, what's up, man?
Doing good, man. Thanks for the invite, having me on, and bro, thanks again for trusting me with the blue wrench, man. I'm trying to do double duty in here right now, being on the panel and keeping an eye out in the chat. But yeah, man, I'm looking forward to tonight's topics, and it's great to see everybody tonight. And yeah, Will, it was cold, bro. I woke up this morning, man, with frost on my windshield, man. It hasn't been like that,
dude. That's
dude.
different for California.
Straight up.
Yeah,
it really is,
right.
bro. It really is. So you gotta. We're not used to this like 40-degree weather when we wake up.
Right,
Exactly.
right.
Come
It's
on, you gotta
different.
cut
It's
us a little bit of slack. We're tropical folks.
it makes sense, bro. It's hard to get a haircut. I know around Christmas time, so you know
It
That's
is
for sure.
it's crazy. Dude, in Maryland, I guess it's not that, but I live in a kind of like really like rural area, so yeah, it's a little bit different.
Mm-hmm.
Very different.
Well, Mario, I got to ask you. I'm going to give you an opportunity because you were very active in the chat last week on Six Scale Raw. So I'm going to give you an opportunity to recant. What do you think of that N1 Starfighter? Is it coming, or is
Coming,
it
baby.
not
It drops
coming?
tomorrow. I'm gonna tag
Go ahead,
Mario.
Mario.
Yeah.
No.
And I say no.
Damn it,
Boom.
Mario.
That's perfect.
There you have
Crushing
it.
dreams.
There you
bro.
have it.
Crushing dreams.
Get out of here, man.
It's like the Hot Toys Wizards picking on your likeness there, Mario.
Hey man, the wizard does what he wills, man, and sometimes you'll never know who's gonna pop up next, man. Who the wizard's gonna take over next. You just don't know.
Well,
True.
it could be the guy on top of you who keeps zigzagging the intros. Will.
The guy on
I'm on top of Mario. Nice. I like that.
Hey, what's up? What's up, Will?
What's up, bro? Yeah,
What's
man.
going on,
But
buddy?
happy to be here, Aries. It should be an exciting one, man. I haven't been here. What's been a couple weeks, so I'm excited.
Yes,
You get to work
yes.
with Star Wars newsmen for the first time, so that should be pretty fun.
Yeah.
I get to be on top of Mario. That sounds great. And then
What
Riley
more can you
Fett.
ask for?
I know, right? Nothing more, really. And then Riley Fett is here, bro. That was a great job, by
Yeah.
the way, Riley. That was really
Thank
well
you.
done, bro.
Thank
Gotta
you.
give credit
Appreciate
on
that.
one. And Aries, of course, man. Your display is always looking beautiful behind you, as is Mario's and Riley's. So I'm gonna have to step my game up here soon. So
You're gonna have
Yeah,
to step your game up. We talk about being on top of Mario. You're probably sitting at table 2 with these guys.
Coffee regular. Love it.
You know that's breast milk.
Oh my God! Wow.
Well, listen,
as long as
everybody.
it's not Mario's, then we're good.
You have to wonder.
Yeah. We're off to a great start.
We're gonna talk
So-
about stuff. We're gonna talk about
Yeah.
maybe this, maybe who knows what we're gonna talk about. Let me know what table you're at. I hope you put in your pre-order for your table. I think the pre-orders are still, they're not waitlisted yet. I think there's still tables in here, guys.
Yeah.
Unlike some of the Wave 1 figures. Let's go ahead and dive into all of this. I know you want me to play the intro because you all want to dance.
That's true.
Come on, I'm ready.
Right now. Now I'm ready to start.
Nice.
Let's
I love
go.
that intro, man. That's great.
Great.
Always a fun time here. You are watching Six Scale Raw with this awesome panel, and we are going to go ahead and get started We may have another guest or two jumping in later, but we're going to go ahead and get started right now. But before we do, guys, let's go ahead and say hi to some of the people that are in here. We've got Duh Collector is in the house. What is going on? And Punisher says, yo, what is going on? Good to have you in here. And Mr. Bob's Collectibles is in the house. Reservation for 2 at table 66. My goodness gracious. For everybody who's in here, I don't think I've played the good thing in a while, you know, with the Emperor, you know, when he really gets into it. So let's go ahead and do that right now.
Where's that figure?
I know, right?
True.
They did kind of tease us not that long ago.
We do have a 20th anniversary of Revenge of the Sith shortly.
Oh,
Forthcoming.
can't wait for that.
Soon.
Yeah, we do.
Peyton's in here, guys, and AJ is in here. What is going on? And Lane is in here as well. What is going on, Lane? Good to see you. Good to see Eric in here. And good to have some others in here. Filet Mignon says Black ITIS. And a nice bottle of red for table 7. Come on, my friends. And Broderick Holmes is in the house as well. Good to see you. And Rob Rod is in here as well. What's going on? And let's say hi to Cruising Through Space. I love that name. That is pretty awesome. And Andrew Gibo is in here, continuing to go down. I think we know this guy who's saying the Hot Toys Wizard. Good to have the songwriter in the house for sure. And continuing to go down on some of these, the list here. We've got Louis Labitz. What's up, Louis? Good to have you in the house. Funky Cold Santa. Howdy back at you, my man. And what is that, Max? What is up with you? Figman is in the house. And okay, we'll skip the I think we must have blew up the bots. There were some bots in here, guys.
Oh, the booty bots?
The booty bots.
The booty bots. We blow them up. We're very good here at Six Scale Cantina at blowing up the booty bots.
Yeah, blowing up the booty bots.
Yeah,
Wow.
you know,
It's a good place to be.
it's like a video game. I mean, you guys like to play video games. Just blow it up like this.
Damn.
There you go.
It's a great movie.
I love
Yeah,
it.
well,
Yeah,
I know, Will. Yeah, you love the sequels. I love the sequels too,
yeah, I do. I love
I
two
do.
with the sequels. Yeah.
except what they did with Luke in the last one. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. Yomo is in here. What is up, Master Imwe? We all have to do this. Woo! Nothing else needs to be said. Welcome in here, my man.
You missed it, bro. Come on.
I missed
Oh,
it.
I didn't
Sorry,
know we were all doing it
I was
together.
reading the chat.
We got to do it.
Charlie the Unicorn is in the house as well. And one of my favorite names on YouTube, Hold My Balls, is in here. What's going on? And Best Car Kid is in the house as well. And if I miss you in here, just keep putting in there. We'll get to you. Calvin, what's up? Good to have you in here, my friend.
Man.
And
What
Sam
up?
Short is in the house, guys,
Yo.
as well. And so is OG Fan. When Star Wars was just Star Wars. And we all know what OG Fan, what his favorite clip is, most favorite clip here at Six Scale Cantina. I think this is, I think every one of you guys, this is your favorite clip, isn't it? I know, Will, this was your favorite movie show of all time.
I'm Boba Fett. I'm here to see the mayor. Boba Fett. Do you have an appointment?
That's Will's favorite scene.
It
I
is,
could have
though.
sworn that was Riley for a second there, man.
Oh, I think it
Really
was.
tell between
That
the
was
two.
Riley on set that day. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good
It's the
to have
Brendan
Wayne.
Wayne of Book of Boba Fett. Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
And happy holidays to Wayne, and happy holidays to Red 5, and happy holidays to all of you, Commander Thord, and everyone that I've missed, including Crossbow, and who knows who else, Blackbird Tech. Good to have you all in here. So, guys, happy holidays to all of you on the panel. And I think some of the big news is, and Mario, I get to start off with you because I'm going to go from the bottom up today, since we're talking about bottoms and tops and all kinds of stuff, zigzags all around.
Got to start from the bottom up, bro.
But listen, I'm going to pull this up onto the screen.
Mario.
Damn it,
You know,
Mario.
This is something that could sure get you excited. Again, no pun intended.
Wow.
You're on a roll.
Yeah, you're on a roll,
I've never
man.
seen this out of Aries before. This is like the dark Jedi.
This is the
I
dark
love it.
Jedi. This is the Jedi after dark. This is like Cinemax Jedi.
Oh, I'm here for it, man.
Yeah, no, this is great.
You know, Mario, so let me ask you this, because I know that you've been collecting a long time. I want to start it off with this like you. I feel like that this makes Hot Toys, the fact that this went on waitlist already, more collectible in the primary market. Because I felt like what was happening was, sure, you got Star Wars figures in the secondary market that obviously have some collectability and are worth some money and continue to rise. But I felt like everything in stock now, it was kind of like there was no real collectability. It was kind of like going down. You couldn't even get retail for these figures. You're seeing it now. People want buy one, get one, or they want a 50% off. And I feel like it was kind of losing a little bit of the mojo, if you will, Mario. Like it was kind of like, okay, I'm going to spend $300 or $400 or $500 on a figure, and then maybe it's going to be worth $200. It was kind of getting a little, I want to say, worrisome. And I feel like with what they're trying to do here, there's going to be some collectability back. Case in point, with two figures, Mario, look at the Arena Suit Boba Fett. So now that's already called a grail, you know, approaching the $500 tier range. And even if you want to look at the chrome-plated Clone Trooper, my friend, even though that's not a grail and it's just at $300, it's still a little bit over retail. I feel like the collectability, my friend, is coming back with figures in the primary market. But I want to know how you feel about that.
I think we're definitely seeing that from any of the pre-order announcements that have been dropping, I guess, early to mid-year of 2022. And I've never seen this happen before, even when the market was healthy. When Star Wars first dropped, I've never seen an entire line go waitlist. This is absolutely insane. And it does bring the demand, you know, completely for all of these figures, man. It was, it's case in point, we bring it up all the time with the Dark Side Anakin. Couldn't give that damn figure away. And it wasn't until it went waitlisted when everybody wanted it, and then the value just skyrocketed. It's really difficult to gauge, you know, well, at that time, how these figures are really going to, you know, if they're really going to hold their value or not. But I do really appreciate what Sideshow is doing right now, as far as like, I don't know if they're really, if it's Hot Toys or Sideshow manipulating the market right now, which they keeping the numbers low, watching everything go waitlisted, basically conditioning the collector to pre-order everything right now. And if you really want these figures, but I still think it's a little bit too early to make that call 100% until we start seeing some of these figures that are supposed to ship around that time actually go out. And if it's still waitlisted, will it stay waitlisted? You know, what happens usually is that whenever these figures come out that are waitlisted too, is that you'll get some cancellations. You may see something go back in stock due to some cancellations. But yeah, I'm just wondering what's really going to come to pass. But I do, these things are really insanely collectible now, which is great. And to me, that's the way that it should be. This is like the best of like the 1/6 Star Wars you're going to get that's out there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the highest end, you know, collectible. And a lot of collectors actually, you know, some that I've known that moved on to statues got out of Hot Toys because they wouldn't hold their value, because they weren't really considered collectible anymore.
Yeah.
Sometimes with reissues and then just value just plummeting. So some people just move on to whatever's going to, you know, hold their value. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see next year going into 2023 how the market is going to be going in. What will actually keep their value and what really won't.
You know, you bring up a good point, because I was thinking about exactly what you said, and you bring up a bunch of good points. But one that's sticking in my head right now is like, hey, you know, people, you know, getting a little bit skittish on, you know, what's it going to be worth? Because I want to use the best car Mando as a case in point. I bought that figure because I love that figure, and I think it's a great figure. And for many of collectors, it was a figure of the year. You know, they did that with the Durasteel one, the OG one, and even with this best car one. But it's not worth anything. And I know in buying that, I'm never going to get retail for it right now. And quite frankly, with as many as it seemed like they produced, I'll probably never get even close to my money back on that deluxe best car Mando again. And I'll be honest with you guys, I don't know if I want to do that with every hot toy moving forward, because everything in stock looks that way. So it makes me like, okay, I'm going to spend this money, and now I don't know if I'm going to get it back. I'm feeling like the best car Mandalorian with some of those. So I'm kind of glad that this is happening, because I feel like, even though that I have spoken time and time again, at least from my view, I don't feel that toys, no matter what line it is a very safe investment. It's still an investment, and you want to know that your stuff is worth something. And it's nice to see that, to know, even if you're not chasing grails, oh wow, I got that. It's a grail. That's really cool. But when you automatically know going in it's going to be worth crap, it kind of doesn't have a good vibe, dude. So I feel what you're saying on that. And I'm going to go ahead and go ahead and comment on that. But Will, I'll jump to you on your thoughts on that.
Yeah. I think it's a really interesting thought, Aries. I do think at the end of the day, we do want something collectible. These are what we consider to be collectibles. I know the term or the word toys is in literally the name Hot Toys, but I feel like we don't really view them that way. Like, a lot of times we might call them toys sort of in passing or jokingly, but we view these as high-end collectibles. At least that's how I do it. So I don't know if people in the chat feel the same way, but I'd be willing to bet they do, considering they're going to build most of their collection around Hot Toys. Where's Riley on the panel? when we Riley Fett, when we talk about like most of these live streams, Aries, it's all mostly about Hot Toys. Of course, we talk about some in art here and there and some other companies, but really Hot Toys is like really what we focus on for these. And I've said a bunch of times, Aries, probably one of the reasons, or the main reason, that most people even got into the 1/6 to begin with was because they went for Hot Toys. They said, what is the most realistic thing that I can buy right now that's within my price range? And it's Hot Toys. And that's why they just started collecting 1/6 and kept collecting, because the brand was too good to ignore. Hot Toys was too good, where you're like, man, because you even got statue collectors who are like, man, I don't collect Hot Toys, but they tempt me. Right. Yeah. And I think because they're that good. And same goes for hopefully in art now and other companies too. Like, there's a lot of good 1/6 stuff coming out there. As far as this area is the Attack of the Clones line, though, it's a very targeted effort to waitlist all of them. So it's like it seems very odd, doesn't it? It's like it was clearly like a very concerted effort for them to specifically target the Attack of the Clones line, which was like, and I guess we're all trying to rack our brain thinking about like why that would be. Maybe because they're thinking, oh, well, we got these really hot Attack of the Clones figures that are about to drop for pre-order. And, maybe we just want to, I don't know, like get people excited for these and want to pre-order these, but they can't. And then you create a little bit of FOMO and then bring them back. And then you'll get people more excited and create more FOMO and sell more of these. Maybe it's like no one was talking about this battle droid, even at the time. I remember when this even got shown, people were like, is that Mace in the photo? Like, that was all people talked about. They didn't even talk about the battle droid. Yeah. So now, though, that it's waitlisted, people are like, damn, I want a Mace and I want other stuff, so I'm gonna put myself on that wait list, and then the wait list will start converting, and then they'll start selling more of these. So I think that's probably where their mind is at. And even the C-3PO, they're kind of like, well, it's not the C-3PO that most people wanted, but if we put it on wait list, I bet you we'll get some people to FOMO. So, and I think that's probably what they're going for, and those wait lists will probably convert. Not saying it's going to be as plentiful as before, but I've seen a lot of people saying their wait lists are converting. So for a lot of these figures, so. I think Sideshow, this also gives them a way better idea of gauging demand for a figure, because they can look at the wait list and be like, okay, how many of these do we actually want to stock? So we're not sitting on 2 years of dead stock, right? I think that's part of it too. And I think, it's just they're tired of sitting on dead stock and discounting everything. They don't want to keep, acting like they're, what's it called? What's it, like AliExpress or whatever? Like where everything's like cheap, right? And discounted. They don't want to keep doing that where everything Mark 85 battle damage is 30% off, right? They don't want to keep doing that. So You know, so I think Ares, it's a very specific target here with Attack of the Clones, but my speculation is they know they got a lot of bangers that are about to drop. Padme, Anakin, you know, and Mace, and maybe this battle droid to great, and they want to build a little bit of FOMO for the rest of the line. So they're trying to get these back collectors' minds by waitlisting them all, and then now we're talking about them, and then they'll come back, right? That would be my guess, but I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see, but I do like the idea of what you're talking about these collectibles, because you know, no one's ever going to get rich off these, right? They're just going to keep remaking them. They're going to make a newer version, whatever. But at the end of the day, it does suck, you know, where you buy something and it immediately lost its value. Like that, you know, it's not the end of the world. We buy it because we love them and you're happy with it. But it's not like a car where I can use it or an iPhone, right? You know, I buy it and it's valuable because I've been using it. It's now a product. These are not really that. Like you put them on the shelf, and that's pretty much the end of it, right? So it's not something that's functional, really. So you know, you never want to really make a ton of money. It just sucks to lose that money and value that quickly. So, you know, if you want it to be even close to its retail value nowadays, you got to wait 3 years. So, you know, if you put it for retail, sometimes you feel like a sucker because you look at it and you're like, damn, I could have waited 3 months and got it off. Like, you know, that's a lot of people have been saying that in the comments. Like, damn, I should have waited. You know, it's nice. I do like this actually because you have plenty of time to pre-order these if you want them. Like if you want these, like Sideshow's giving you every opportunity, you missed out because you probably didn't really want it. So,
well,
that's what I'm saying.
Will, no, it's very, very good thoughts. And luckily, we were able to hear most of what you said. You're breaking up a little bit with lag, just letting you know there during that. But I was able to make out most everything on what you were saying there, my friend. And very interesting point that you bring up, Will, you know, when you're saying that concentrated effort, because I was bringing this up a couple of times. I brought it up on Six Scale Raw last week, and then in my market show before that, I was saying, wouldn't it be interesting if the Wave 1 went on waitlist, all of them, right when they start putting out the Wave 2? And sure enough, Brent, they started doing that. I know you want to talk about that, but first, Carlos is in the house. What is up, Carlos? Big shout out to him and happy holidays to you, my friend. A place for collecting. Why is Riley on the panel?
I'm not on the panel. I'm Riley Fett.
See, it's Riley Fett.
Yeah.
Why are you here? I think so. We'll have to go ahead and play this clip in honor of Carlos and you with this question.
She can't do that. Shoot her or something.
Wow.
Good to have Carlos in the house, and thank you so much for the $2 drop in here. Brent, going to you with this. Very, very interesting. That I think Will is onto something here. I think it was purposed. It was way too perfect for Padme and Anakin to get released and these go. But I was thinking that they could do it.
Well, I've never seen 5 figures all go on waitlist at the same time. So, you know, that's what we.
It was, it wasn't, it wasn't like Peacemaker and Kate Bishop and the quarter scale Boba. They all went the same day. I mean, these were kind of all like within the same day almost.
So I think this was a calculated move by Sideshow Hot Toys to do this. They wanted to create some FOMO. They wanted to create some demand in a time when there hasn't been much of either. And you know, you take a look at the bestseller list now, and all the BOGOs are gone. Okay, so all you have now are $5 US shipping on most items there in the Star Wars side. I'm not talking Marvel, but on the Star Wars side. So you have a couple of free shippings and a bunch of $5 shippings. So last week at this time, it was BOGOs galore on there. You know, so demand is back, and I'll agree with Mario's comments on this. I think he was, you know, hovering in a lane that is along the lines of my thinking. I mean, how long are these going to be on wait lists before they come back in stock? You know, we've seen Hot Toys or Sideshow put some things in wait list and then they pop back in stock. Didn't the IG-11 do that 6-8 months ago? It went on wait list for like 3 days and then popped back on, and now it's been on ever since. That could happen here with these figures. you know, they're trying to just, you know, what do you want to say? Throw a pebble in the pond. They're trying to break up the monotony. They're trying to stop this whatever fog or you know, weird realm that we have been in this collecting line for the better part of 2022. And you know, I think seeing this happen is going to create a lot of buzz and a lot more pre-orders to sell on Padme and Anakin. I mean, I think people are going to be jumping all over those, and quite frankly, they better be. If you want those figures, do you want to wake up tomorrow morning and see them waitlisted? You could. I mean, who knows how many of those 2 figures that they actually have in stock? 5,000 worldwide? I mean, could it be that low? It could be, I think.
You know, it's really interesting thoughts. And Ash Chase, thank you so much, Brent, with the $2 drop. C3PO Will, and Will, that may be directed at you because the word Will, your name is in there. But Will, are you getting C3PO?
No, I'm not. Can you guys hear me a little bit now?
Oh, man, you're auto-tuning again, bro.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll be back. I'll be back.
He's gonna restart. He'll be back. He'll be back.
But Ash, thank you so much. C3PO. Let's fill you up at table 2, Ash.
Of course I want a latte.
I love the way you make them.
Damn.
Will is stunned. Look at him.
Did Will say he was going to come back in?
Yeah, he's gonna come back.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
restarted.
Well, let me go ahead and do
There it
that.
is.
That way he could come back and do that. So we look forward to having Will take care of his technical difficulties and come back. Riley, let's go to you. I'm going to go ahead and make sure you guys hit the like button. I do appreciate it. You guys are watching 6 Scale Raw. And Riley, this is very, very interesting. Indeed, that the whole wave basically at the same time went on waitlist. I do think that it was a concentrated effort. And if you take a look right here, my friend, I pull this up because Brent, the newsman, was bringing this up, creating a lot of buzz for Padme and Anakin. Padme and Anakin are number one, my friend. They are number one. And Padme is number one, doing real well. Gosh, when you sorted out everything on here, DC, this, that, everything, Marvel, they're on top right now. Do you think that these Wave 1 waitlisting has caused this to even go higher?
Oh yeah, totally. Well, I think the Attack of the Clones, Padme and Anakin for sure. I mean, if you even look at Marvel side of things, we got probably one of the most anticipated announcements, which was the blue and red suit, the Tom Holland, which is an amazing announcement. I'm excited about. And if you look at the best selling on that, Padme and Anakin are still above that Spider-Man, which is kind of surprising. I really didn't expect that. I thought there's a lot of Spider-Man fans, but like we said, Aries, there's a lot of that Star Wars love and that hype is really going on right now. And I think you can see that right here. So I think that them waitlisting is just going to help further people be like, okay, I'm not playing any games. This is Anakin and Padme. I mean, come on. This is like top tier characters in the Star Wars universe to a lot of people. So I think now people are like, you know what? Sideshow's getting me, because at the start, when we started seeing these waitlists on like low stock stuff, like stuff people didn't really care about, maybe like a Morbius, a Gilgamesh, when we saw waitlists on that, we're like, okay, it's waitlisted, not as big a deal to me because it's not like as a popular character would say, not a high pre-ordered one. But when we see characters like a battle droid, when we see characters like a clone trooper going waitlist, that's getting people like, whoa, what is going on? So that's, and it even got me like that, because I mean, Aries, you know, I love the prequels. The prequels that's my bread and butter. That's my childhood right there. And I don't have any of the Attack of the Clones Wave 1 on pre-order, and now they're all waitlist. So I woke up in the morning and I was like, damn, they are all gone. And I was concerned. But again, I'm concerned, but I'm not concerned at the same time, because I think that, I mean, I'm going to be able to find a way to get those certain amounts. I'm not getting every announcement that got released, but I definitely want the clone troopers. I mean, I got to have the shinies. So I'm going to hunt for those ones when they I'd eventually imagine they get another batch. But like I said, even with high ordered things like the clone trooper, I mean, we have certain people who order like 4 of those, 6 of those, 8 of those. Like, there are specific collectors out there who go heavy on clones. And the fact that even waitlists on Sideshow's site is a little concerning, I'd say. And it's definitely getting people more inclined to be like, okay, I'm eating that NRD on Anakin Skywalker because I cannot miss out on that figure.
You know, it's really, really good thoughts, what you're talking about, Riley, and for everybody on the panel. And we're waiting for Will to jump back in here. And I really think here's the thing, you know, and you mentioned, Brent, the IG-11, but that figure was officially announced, was officially released when that happened. And I think the difference here with these is these figures are a long ways away from being produced even on the line overseas. And I think that a lot of companies and a lot of us were taken off guard with how bad this economy, you know, what happened with this economy, you know, coming out of COVID. And I think that, you know, and typically in you know, historically with markets like this, you just don't keep, I mean, the emphasis has got to be on you know, commodities like gasoline, essentials, putting bread, milk on the table, paying your electric bill, your utilities, paying your water bill, things of that nature. So a lot of the expendable income, which quite frankly, for not all collectors, but many collectors, many of the businesses Sideshow gets, they're just not getting on that, you know, volume right now. And I think it's dangerous, typically dangerous, to keep stock. And we have no guaranteed end in sight on when there's going to be an uptick to this economy, Mario. So I feel like that they are doing the best job they can to not only create demand, create FOMO, fear of missing out, which is, you know, hey, you want something, you know, you mentioned that dark side Anakin, I think earlier when you were talking, Professoro, but people want what they can't get. And so it's typically what it is, low supply, high demand. And if they start doing it with these figures, they're creating a call to action. So now people that do have the money to be able to do it now are going to step up and pre-order. But at the same time, they're also like, hey, we also got to make sure that we're not sitting on this because we simply can't afford to. Because right now in this economy, people just may not buy. So I think that they're kind of tackling a lot of things possibly, Mario, with this scenario. Not just playing with us. I think they're trying to maybe stay afloat for the years to come.
Yeah, I mean, they have also got to consider that, you know, or also we too as collectors have to consider Sideshow doesn't only sell hot toys. You know, they also have a bunch of different statues, busts, higher end collectibles that some of us don't collect, or you know, some smaller figures as well. So that's something else to consider. So I'm sure that considering as everything, all prices of everything is going up these days, just you know, cost of living, just inflation in general. Storage out here in California isn't cheap, and for them to be looking into expanding, possibly from what I've heard, I don't think they want to try to go that route. So it would only make sense for them financially just to try to keep you know, their books under control and try to maintain, you know, what they can in, you know, with the storage space that they have without having to spend extra money in an uncertain economy, right? Because another thing too, as collectors, we don't. Not all of us commit to these pre-orders either. So that's another thing too. So it's going to be, it's an odd transition going into 2023. But me personally, I think it is for the better while they try to gauge the demand and, you know, gauge their own books on how to proceed with their business.
Well, and speaking of the wizard, is it possible that's not Will coming back in? That's the 1/6thScaleMan.
What's up, bro?
Yo,
what's going on, my friend?
What's going on with you, man? How y'all doing?
Happy holidays, to you, bro. Good to have you in here.
Happy holidays, man. Good to be here, bro. Good to be here.
Well,
I come here before I face the storm, bro.
That's true.
Face the storm.
Yeah, I come here before I face the storm. I'm about to face the storm tonight, so you know.
Oh man, well,
Are you
stay
really,
safe, man.
Stay safe.
Oh no, not storm outside. A barrage on Comic Book Talk with Friends, because we're talking about something that's gonna be.
Yeah.
Master Sergeant. Come on.
Yeah, we're talking about some shit that's gonna be divisive, man. So I'm just like, yo, I'm just exhausted. Like literally, I just don't even want to talk about it, but we have to. So
you have to talk about it, just like we're talking about Lael. We'll jump to you. we're talking
Yeah.
about the waitlist stuff here. I kind of segue in. Good thoughts, Professoro,
Yeah.
on some of this, and maybe they could come back, maybe they won't, or this and that. But really, the collectability, I believe, has come back to Hot Toys. You know, it's kind of like, oh, wait a minute, okay, I don't feel like every darn figure I'm buying now that's in the primary market is like that best car bando where it's like, maybe I could get half the price for it someday, because you want them to be worth something, or you get your money back at some point with it. So I felt like they were kind of going down an avenue that I didn't like. However, love to get your thoughts on that. As far as anything really different for me, and I know you've talked about this for you, this doesn't really change anything for me. For instance, I was bringing up to everybody backstage. They're like, Aries, what are you going to do? I said, I already pre-ordered my C-3PO and my R2-D2, which were the only two figures that I was getting, because everybody knows, at least right now, I don't collect troopers without the head sculpts for Hot Toys. So I stay within that lane. So even though the clone pilot, Lael, and the regular clone trooper went out, it didn't like, oh, I need to get this. And I think that's where we got to be careful. It's like anything else. It doesn't really change anything for me. And some figures I'll buy off Sideshow, but I got that C-3PO and R2 off Array at Hawk Wars Toys. And I got it, you know, some time ago. So for me, I could pre-order it from somewhere else. I know other people, they'll order it from Big Bad Toy Store, or, you know, some other place, for instance. So I don't think, I think the thing is, like with any collectible and anything, just don't, if you feel like you're compelled because it's on waitlist, but you really didn't want it anyway, it shouldn't change anything for you, to be completely honest with you. If it's something that you want, but you've been playing this game, or I'm going to wait for the bargain bin for it to be $100 or $150, I think that is what they're trying to change. But go ahead, bro. Go.
I mean, it's weird to me. It's weird specifically for one particular reason, because we're seeing these items, these figures go on waitlist, but yet you can still get them elsewhere. You know what I mean? Like you can find them at other locations, other people, other providers. You can find them in other locations. Like that's the only thing that really, I don't know, that's what's strange, because I saw all this happening for the last couple of days, and people were panicking, like literally, oh, you better get it now, it's going. And then a lot of people were like, hey, let me just go ahead and dip in now. And I'm like, well, have you done the research? Like, have you seriously done the research? Did you look at Hogwarts? Did you look at underground figures? Did you look at 1/6 kit or 1/6 outfitters? You know what I mean? Did you look at those? You know what I mean? At those sites? You know what I mean? Like, there's different places where you can purchase these figures. You can even actually get them on TN Collectibles. You can actually get them in different areas, different things. I think it's just mainly a sideshow thing right now. This is what they're doing to kind of liquidate, stock. I don't see it in other places right now. At least, I mean, from where I purchase my figures from, or where I'm pre-ordering figures from. You know what I mean? Everybody knows I go to Ray. That's where I get everything from. I go strictly to Ray. And Ray, he'll say, oh yeah, I got you. And then that's it. You know what I mean? I go straight to Ray Underground Figures. That's good. Hawkwarts is good too. He's dope. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's so many different avenues before you start panicking. Like, you can get them elsewhere. But I mean, I think Sideshow's doing this because of the simple fact that they are still sitting on stock that they tried to get rid of back during, Black Friday and Cyber Monday, that they're still sitting on.
Yeah.
So it's just like, do you, judging off of what you've already gone through, what you've been through as a company, and they're not going to say it, but we know they lost money. They have.
Yeah.
They've experienced a loss just like everybody else. So now they have to play it smart. For them, it's like, okay, low quantity, low batch, if you want it. And then we're not, of course, we got to accept the blame, because we've been telling people don't pre-order. But specifically, but I'm not going to go back on that and say that we were wrong, because we were. It's just that you have to do the research. You have to basically find out, what you want to get, but only get the things that, like you said, like you were R2 and C3PO were the only two that you really wanted.
Right.
That's the
Yeah.
connectivity for you.
Yeah.
You didn't really care about everything else. You know what I
No.
mean? So that's the thing before everybody jumps the gun. Now I want it because that those clone pilots are dope. It looks so good. Like, I mean, so I could not pass that up. And to have two of the regular clones where it all started, I was like, yeah, I needed that. But I did that a long time ago through Underground. You know what I mean? So I didn't really have to worry about it. But it's all about research. Because I even checked what rated day, and he said, yeah, I still have them. Like I'm still going to have stock. You know what I mean? So again, I mean, it's all about doing your research before you jump the gun. You know what I mean? Whatever. And again, we talk about this all the time. If you're in this to flip, and and you're in the wrong business right now. Like literally right now, you are.
Yeah.
Hey, Lael, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
How many stock of figures does your comic book store Underground get?
I didn't. You know what? Literally, I didn't ask him that. I really didn't. When I hit him up and he tells me he has it, that's all I really concern myself with. But the thing is, he's a good dude. Like he's really a good guy. You know what I mean? I ordered, it's crazy because like I said, I ordered, he let me know once the Hydra Stomper was in. I paid for the shipping. When was it? Last Friday or last Friday. And I got it Sunday. You know what I mean? It was there quick. So the turnover for me is like real quick when I want to get things. You know what I mean? Depending on where you live. But again, I got it quick. But with him, I don't really ask. It feels funny, like to ask and try to gauge and ask those questions because I don't want to come off a certain way. If you tell me you have it, then that's all I'm worried about, and then I'll just get it. But he's such a good dude. Like he really is a good dude. And communication, probably with some of the best communication. I would message him and he'll get back to me within an hour. You know what I mean, or less. You know what I mean. So yeah, good. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just all about doing the research for a lot of people. Like research, go to different companies to see if you can actually find what you're looking for. And I guarantee you will. It's like Sideshow is not the end all be all.
No,
like they're not.
It's not.
And
even when I talked to the other Ray at Hawk Wars, when I was talking, it was like, hey, do you want that Anakin and Padme, or are you going to get it from somewhere else? I said, you know what? I'll get those two from you. And I pre-ordered them I didn't even pre-order it from Sideshow. And I think what you're saying, Lael, is you could stay within your lane with everything that's going on. You don't have to veer off it unless you really you're just really in this for everything that's rare. And you really don't care about the figure and you don't plan on keeping it in your collection. And like you said, that's a dangerous game.
It is. The problem, you know what? It's tough. It's tough, and Mario can attest to this. Like it's tough for us. Okay, so for me being it's different. It's different for me being a Star Wars fan from a Marvel fan. I'm a Marvel fan, but a Star Wars fan, it's like, damn, like I almost have to have everything.
Everything. It's a different mentality.
It's a different mentality because, I really, Mario, to this day, I can't explain why. Like I can't explain why.
I can tell you why.
Why is it? Can you explain it to me,
bro? When we were younger, collecting the Kenner figures, what was on the back of the package? Collect them all. What did we try to do when we were kids? Collect them all. Now that we're grown up and we've got money to spend, what are we going to try to do now? At our, especially
and every variation,
Star Wars fans,
yeah,
man,
exactly, and that's just the way it is for me. Like whereas with Marvel, I can pick and choose. I can say, okay, I'll get that. I don't need that. Oh, I want that. That'll work. This, whatever. I can pick and choose with that for me. Right. But for Star Wars, it's a totally different breed, bro. It's a different breed. They're different. They're just different. Like they're different in such a way that I can't really explain it. But again, Star Wars is, like Beskar said, it's life. It is my life. Like literally, it's been my life since I was young. So everything that I see, and I'm telling you, and here's the crazy part, yo. I saw today, I was looking at the behind the scenes footage of Acolytes. Bro, they got a Jedi Wookiee, bro.
No, Acolyte.
Yes.
The Acolyte?
The Acolytes has a Jedi Wookiee in this show. I lied to you not. They have set set footage. You can find it. It is a Jedi Wookiee that is there. I saw it and I'm like, if they
I know
If-
exactly where you're going.
If they do that, it is over for me. I'm just letting you know that right now. If they do that, it is over for me. But bro, if you look up the footage, you can. As a matter of fact, I think I got it. I think I'll send it to you. But yes,
Yeah.
it's a Jedi Wookiee, bro.
Oh,
And I'm
man.
telling you, it was there. I saw it with my own eyes. I swear on everything I love, it's a Jedi Wookiee. It was behind the scenes footage, dressed in Jedi garb and everything. It's a Wookiee. And I was like, yep.
Dressed in Jedi garb, really? Wow.
Yes, bro. I swear to God.
Yo.
And when you see it, if you look it up, because it was up a few days ago. So if you see it, you're gonna lose your mind, bro. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm
crazy.
telling you.
Lael's already
right.
cleared space on his mantle behind him for it. So,
Yep,
bro.
you got to.
Well,
I'm telling you, it was there, and that's what I'm saying. When we see these things, these pieces that are extremely unique, it just speaks to us. It speaks volumes, and it's like that's the difference is Star Wars is so unique of how they craft, different things, different pieces, stuff that we've actually grown up with, from clones to Jedi, to Jedi's, like to OT figures, to the new sagas. Like I just got that, like my Hunter just showed up today.
ooh,
Bro,
Nice.
and it was like, all right, I knew it was coming, but I didn't know what I was getting myself into until I opened up that box. I put that figure in my hand, bro, and it changed my life.
oh,
I have to have all of
my
them.
coffee, baby.
I have to have
I
all
Bro,
of
I
them.
knew
in the
it.
box. I didn't even open him yet, and
Bro, I knew
Bro.
it from the
freaking,
Hunter photos, bro. That one's
I
amazing.
have to have all of them. And when you basically you put him
Mm.
next to when you put him next to Echo, and once you get, I'm telling you, it's unreal. It is unreal that you have to see him in person to really understand how these things work.
It's
Like, literally.
it's an experience when
Yeah,
you
bro.
open up, when you crack open those hot toy figures.
Yeah,
And
bro.
you get that smell. Even before the smell, you're like the
Yeah, bro.
anticipation
Yeah,
and the build up. Oh my goodness.
it's
Well,
happening. I'm telling you, it's happening, man. So
when
that's
you
what I'm
start-
saying. That's what I would say. Like, again, not to kind of derail the conversation. Just again, do the research. If it goes up on wait lists and stuff like that, don't panic. You can find it if you're really, really, really looking for it. That's it.
Yeah, and really, really good thoughts, Lael. Great to have you in here. And Mark Attack with the $5 drop. And let me go ahead and read that. Now we need a Wat Tomber figure with WillFoxification voice, sound effects.
Nice.
Well, we
Right.
hope to have Will back in here. He was having some
Technical
technical
difficulties.
difficulties for sure. But thank you so much, Mark Attack, for that. No, you bring up some really, really, really good, interesting points. I think at the end of the day, and Brett, I'm going to go with you with this, and please, everyone, go ahead and chime in, with this in the chat. But Brent, I feel like at the end of the day, for me, I'm not panicking. Lael's not panicking. I know you were panicking. I don't think anyone in this panel is. But I think for those that are hoping that there's going to be 2, 3, 4 batches, and these are going to be in stock for a year or for 2 years, or they're just going to be sitting on shelves, I think that they're making the concessions like, hey, we're not going to give you forever and a day anymore to get these. There's going to be a window, which there should be, with these collectibles. If there's ever going to be demand again anyway, for them to justify continually making supply. But I think we just got to slow down, make sure we get the figures that we want. We don't have to get them from Sideshow. But I think the whole notion of, and we were talking about it, Lael mentioned this too, hey, you don't have to pre-order anymore. You don't have to even start ordering it when it gets in stock. Wait till Spooktacular. I think those days to try to say we don't want to do that no more.
No, you're absolutely right. And I think we this is the new normal. I think we're in it. I think going forward, including the Padme and Anakin that dropped last week, I think we're looking at low production on these figures, and we're going to see this now with every Hot Toys Star Wars figure going forward. I'm not a Marvel collector, so I don't know how that line really operates, but I can speak to the Star Wars stuff. But I think people going forward in the Star Wars line when the figures drop and they go up for pre-order, I think they're going to have to look themselves in the mirror, and they're going to have to ask themselves over and over and over again, is this figure absolutely 100% essential for me to tell the Star Wars story I want to tell with my collectibles? And if it is, then, you know, you have to decide whether you want to jump on that pre-order now or how long you want to wait to get in on it. Padme Amidala for me is absolutely essential for my room. I mean, it's beyond. It's over that line of no return. When that thing dropped last week, there was no debate in my mind. I jumped on that pre-order. I'm done. I don't have to worry about it. I'm done. Now I do have to worry when it drops, and if there's 5 other Hot Toys figures in the same month that it drops that I have to have money for.
Like this month. Like this month. Yeah.
Right. So we've all been there, right, gentlemen? We've all been there, and probably been there more times than one, right? But you know, you just have to make that decision now whether or not it's absolutely essential, and how soon. Okay, when you make that decision, when do I commit? Do I commit now? Do I wait a week? And I think we're all going to have to face that going forward. I really do.
Yeah.
And here's another thing I want to point out with this. But first, before I do, and then point out to that, and then Riley, I'll let you close before we get to the next stuff. Carlos, my man, again with the $5 drop, says, Aries, show Lael your feet. He would love it. Well, listen,
I've heard that's true.
All I got is my sock, baby. There you go.
Wow, there you go.
That's all I could show you there, Lael.
There you go, Lael.
So anyway, there.
Don't pay Carlos any mind, man. Like, don't.
Lael's not even looking, bro.
I'm definitely not. Carlos, don't pay him any mind.
But Carlos,
you guys are hilarious.
What clip could I find? Because that was just
Carlos.
You know what, Carlos? What can I play for you here? I'll play this.
Don't even play.
You're delicious, bro. Ciao, boys.
Wow. Carlos,
how many are going to have pizza over the holidays? Maybe. This is Will. Maybe Will is going to have some pizza unless this is Hot Toys Wizard.
You sound good, dude.
Dude, I cannot guarantee that I'll be stable for long, but Comcast. Oh my god, dude, it's like
you missed out on Aries' sock, bro. He just showed.
Oh, Aries took his feet. He showed his feet off.
No, not the feet. The socks. Only the socks.
Oh, okay. Damn,
hey, Will, while you were doing everything on waitlist, everything,
everything on the waitlist, cat banging, everything.
Everything is on waitlist.
Well, guys, so I had people message me next time if my connection's bugging the hell out, just like cut me off. Just like cut me off because I had no idea. I was just talking and talking.
We'll put you on waitlist.
You put me on waitlist. Put me on blue screen or something, bro. Put me on blue screen.
Listen,
but I restarted my modem and router, so hopefully, but dude, Comcast is bugging out tonight. So
no, that's Carlos. Carlos is assassinating you, bro.
Yeah,
Carlos is hacking my.
Carlos is hacking into your stuff, bro. He just sent me. He just sent me a message literally and said, Joe, I'm watching you on the stream. Show me. What did he say? I watched you on the stream. Let me see your feet. I'm like, come on, bro. What's wrong with you, man? Like, what is wrong with you, bro? Yeah. He's insane, bro. He's just insane,
so
man.
I want to let everybody know here. I'm going to pause for a second and do a little plug for my Christmas Eve show, which is going to be this coming Saturday on Christmas Eve at 10 a.m. in the morning. Now, for everybody going ahead and watching, I will be giving away some stuff, more than one thing.
Nice.
So, but what I need you to do, okay, is right now in this video, and I'm going to post it all over social media so everybody will know and put it in there on the YouTube and the stuff like that. Make sure that you comment on this video, not just in the chat, but put a comment in the comment section of this video. Okay. And while you're at it, go ahead and hit the like button, which is more than appreciated. Go ahead and do that now. Smash the like button, but go ahead and just comment on this video. And if you don't want to do it now, that's fine. Go ahead and make sure you comment on the video when it's done, because I'm going to pull the comments out of there to be able to do a raffles for these giveaways this coming Saturday during the 10 a.m. show. So don't forget to go ahead and do that. You don't got to comment more than once unless you want to, because that's not going to help you win. It's just going to pull the computer, the system. What I'm going to use is going to pull one. But I am going to be giving away some stuff. This is the video to do it, baby. This is the video to do it. You have to wonder what it'll be. But there you go. Plug there. And while we're at it, since we're plugging, so don't forget to do that. Make sure you subscribe to everybody who's on here. We've got WillFoxification. We've got the 1/6thScaleMan. We've got Riley from Riley's Reviews.
Will Foxy Feet.
Go.
Foxy
true,
Feet.
bro.
And we got
true.
Mario.
All right.
And we got Brett,
It's
but
a
he doesn't
box.
have a channel yet. But every one of these guys in here, since you're going ahead and putting a comment on the video, if you want to enter it for the raffle for some of these giveaways, all their links are in. They're always in my live shows. You can always get Lael, Will, El Professoro, Riley. Just go there and subscribe to them. But shout out to my man, the Mafia, with the $10 drop. He says, sorry, I couldn't make it tonight. Working on the Culliner Spock video, but wanted to say what up, and everyone hit the like. Thank you, my friend. With that said, even some of my alternative stores are super low stock too. So very, very interesting perspective. Riley, let me go ahead and give you that in a comment there. And thank you so much there, Mafia, for the $10 drop. Make sure you subscribe to the Mafia as well. He's on this channel quite a bit, and you get his link also all the time on the live videos. But Riley, yeah, I think that's exactly what he's chiming in here on what Lael and Brent and I were talking about. You can stay in your lane, do the same thing that you do, but I don't know if this stock is going to be in stock. You know, for instance, let's look at Padme. You know, I don't think she's going to be in stock like the armor.
Right.
Right. Do you?
No, I would say no, because I think like what most of the panel has already said. I think with the fact that the economy has just really changed, I think Sideshow are just adapting to that. Really, I don't think that there's going to be times now, personally, where we'll see like, let's say a Captain Rex or a Boba 2-pack or stuff like that, where it's just going to be like, even with so many discounts and so many things thrown at it, I think the Captain Rex is like top 3, top 5, and it's been like that for like months. If I'm not wrong, it's been there up there in the best sellers for so long. So you'd expect that one to just be like, with all the discounts, to be gone, but no. So that's just telling you that Sideshow has just honestly too many of those Captain Rexes. It's crazy. So now that Sideshow's kind of more so seeing that, they're like, there's this many of bulk in stock and we still can't get rid of it. I think they're going to be like, with 2023 right around the corner, with the economy and how it's impacting everywhere, not even just US, but China and Hong Kong. They're like, we need to really like take a step back. We need to really take out lower stock. And I think that they're communicating with Hot Toys. I mean, I think I saw this on Shane streamer, Hot Toys Hotline. He said that I'd imagine that Sideshow and Hot Toys, they're in like direct communication a lot, because if you notice, whenever we get a release for a Hot Toy, Sideshow puts up that review like the minute after. So they have to be planning stuff together. It's not just a separate thing and they're just whoever's getting which stock is for which one or whatever. Like, they're planning out stuff. So I think that they're both realizing that, you know, with the economy and everything that's going on in both sides of the world, we have to really slow down. We have to get lower batches. And I think we're seeing that with all these wait lists that are happening. And just like you said, with alternative stores even getting low stock, like you guys said, I don't think that certain stores nowadays, especially comic shops, are going to be getting like extra batches and extra stock later, because they know with the economy going on right now, a lot of people are not going to be ordering from secondary sites, etc. So they're going to be ordering a lot more of the lesser quantity size. So it's all interesting to talk about. And like we said, we don't know really anything until we truly see the first release of one of these waitlist things. Like,
that's true.
Peacemaker.
We don't really know.
Yeah,
we
exactly.
don't know.
Right. We don't know.
They could all come back off waitlist, to be completely honest.
Exactly. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I know there was one figure, the Electro. I went on the waitlist for that figure because it went waitlisted, and I actually got it converted. So I that's kind of telling me that there is still like possible batches that are coming in the future. That's all I'd say. But maybe definitely not as much as the past. It's going to be different now.
Sure. Exactly. I would say, you know, and we're going to go to the next segment here. I definitely no need to panic. Just keep staying in your lane and doing what you were doing, buying what you're buying off of. Just don't fall into that trap of feeling like you got to buy something you weren't interested in
Yeah.
anyway. And here's another point I'm going to bring up, guys. And let's take a look at these low stocks. And Lael, I'm going to let you jump on this here.
Mhm.
The chrome plated clone trooper
Mhm.
went on waitlist. It was a very low run. So was the
Yeah.
arena suit Boba Fett. Here's the difference.
Yeah.
The arena suit Boba Fett is already a grail, but
And they were exclusives though, right?
They were
as well.
exclusives,
Yeah.
but the chrome clone trooper is just $300. So it's a little bit above retail. It's
Mhm.
not like all of these figures.
Yeah.
People are like, oh, every one of these is going to be like the Arena Fett. It's going to be like Tarkin. They absolutely will not. You can look at a lot of these figures like the heavy infantry Mando, or even some of these figures that waitlisted very shortly after. They're just around a little bit. So not every one of these figures, my friend, are going to be impossible
Yeah.
to get. You know what I mean? It's
Right.
going to really be like the demand of that character and whatnot. So I really don't see any reason here to freak out.
That's the thing, bro. Like I think we was talking about this, like even Will, like it's the like literally like people were panicking, bro. And then like what I don't like about it is that when that happens, it's like then people not knowing that they're doing it in a sense are inciting FOMO in a sense, because you're pushing people to get these pieces or things that they may not have had an interest in. Or even if, like, Will, you said, like, if you see something, right, and you're iffy about it, like whether or not you should get it and you haven't pre-ordered it and you haven't got, chances are you don't really need it. You didn't want it. You know what I mean? Like, you just didn't want it. It wasn't something that you really needed. It wasn't a necessity to you. You know what I mean? If you're waiting for other people to make your decisions, then that's basically a downfall. Like, really, really is. Like, you're selling yourself short. Don't do that. Just take your time. Things will come when they're supposed to. Or if you're supposed to have it, if you were meant to have it, then you would have bought it or pre-ordered in the very beginning. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think it's should be like a major concern in a sense. Like, I don't believe it should. I just think you should just wait. Or if you wanted it, then you should have basically moved that route or just gone that route. But if you didn't and you still want it, just do your research. It's out there. Like, literally, you can get it. Like, you can still go through different resellers and find these pieces,
or join the wait list,
if that's what you want to do, because chances are if you join that wait list, it'll get converted.
Right.
And they're probably waiting for you to join that wait list so they can convert.
Exactly.
To get that.
You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. Like, just do that. Like, if you feel like Sideshow is the safest bet, then join the wait list and just see what happens. But be mindful when you join that wait list, sometimes they'll convert automatically, and because that happened with me. Like,
you want to buy it
a long time ago, bro. I've converted because that's how I got the it was the Force Awakens. It was the Rey training suit, or what was it? What was it labeled? The Rey.
The Jedi training.
Yeah. The resistance suit. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I got that one, and it was on. I went on the wait list. I didn't know it was going to convert, but it did. And they took my money instantly.
Oh, wow.
They took it instantly. So right now, at least people have a choice. I didn't have a choice back then. They just snagged it. But just be ready when it's just that money. It's time. Just be ready for it.
Your dark side Anakin. I don't mean to rub it into.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm going to talk about that. But that was on pre-order.
That's a
I
sore
pre-ordered that.
Yeah, come on, Aries. You can't.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
I
you pre-ordered that.
Well, if you pre-ordered it, what'd you do? Cancel it?
No, they canceled it.
What?
Sideshow canceled
They
it.
said they didn't have any left.
That. They said that they underestimated the stock. And
What?
This went out to a whole bunch of people.
Yeah,
So it was on pre-order, and a
Yeah.
whole bunch of people got that notice, said that we we overestimated and thought that we had enough stock, and we don't. So what we're going to do is just refund the money, and that's what they did. They refunded your money. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, bro.
I did not know that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, bro. I was heated. I was so heated at that time. I was like, I'm done. I was so mad, but it is what it is.
Hey,
It
look,
happens,
I'm
bro.
going to put up one of the most stellar comments of the evening from Dorikus Maximus. And he says in here, that's what I tell all the ladies. Enjoy the wait list. Good stuff there, Dorikas. Very, very good stuff. And again, everybody who's watching, you're watching Six Scale Raw. Please go ahead and subscribe to every one of these guys. Again, I got their channels within the video description below, and like button. Hit the like.
Yeah, I got to dip out though because I got to get ready for comic book talk
Lael,
with friends.
what you got
man.
going on? Appreciate you being in here, my man.
Heated discussion tonight. If you after you get done with this show, you can join in and just listen because I know there's going to be a whole bunch. I'm just going to be eating. I'm just going to let everybody else talk. I'm just going to fall back because I don't really want to. It is what it is. But yeah, it's going to be heated discussion about the whole James Gunn situation, Henry Cavill, it's compassionate individuals and stuff like that. More information is coming out, stuff like that. So yeah, that's what's going to be going on. We have Say What Wednesday, of course. We have Uncivilized Scoundrels on Wednesdays. Figure Flex Friday is going to be a Christmas edition. And yeah, that's it for right now.
Well, Lael, always good to have you. I'll put this right back up here in a second. There are superhero displays. We'll get that chat up. But always good to have Lael, the 1/6 scale man, in here. Make sure you subscribe to this man as well. I've got the channel link within the video description. But listen, happy holidays, bro. I'll be talking to you.
Thank you so much, man. Appreciate it. I'll see you later. Congratulations to the Mr. Party himself, Riley, for hitting that 1K. He's over 1K now, so it's big time. WillFoxification dipped out because his internet is messed up. See you later on, Mario. If you go to Disney this week, man, I want to see some more pictures, bro. Straight up, straight up, I do. Star Wars Newsman, always a pleasure to be on here with you, brother. Got to get you in the store one of these times, man. So definitely I'll talk to you later, man. And you already know what it is, Aries. Aries, you were at Disney today too, bro. I saw pictures.
Really? I was.
Yeah, you were there. Mr. What's his name? Garofalo? What was his name? What's his name? Oh, no, Kingpin. What's his name?
Vincent D'Onofrio.
Oh, Vincent D'Onofrio.
D'Onofrio. Yeah, he was there. He was there.
at Disney. Secretly Aries. Okay.
That was the Hot Toys wizard. Lael, you have to wonder. He called me.
The wizard.
Definitely, he was there, bro. He was there. So I saw the pictures, man. So anyway, all right, man. Thanks for having me, man. I'll talk to you later on, brother. All right, peace out. Peace out.
Good to have Lael in here, the 1/6 scale man. Now, Will's technical difficulties.
Yeah.
And you have to wonder, is it possible that Will return and I say yes.
I was wondering which one you're going to use, honestly.
No.
Right.
All right. So listen, we're going to get into the next part of the show, the next segment. And I'm going to bring this up onto the screen. And this is mine. For everybody in here in the chat, the Dark Jedi's top 10 2022 announcements from Hot Toys for Star Wars. So we all know a whole lot. We've gotten Wave 1 from the Attack of the Clones. We just got Padme and Anakin from Wave 2. We got figures like Cad Bane. Okay, we had sets like Commander Appo. So we've had a ton this year. And this was a very difficult list, guys, to conjure up and put together. And I know I'm going to get some comments as to, why this or why that. But I'm going to count down from 10 all the way to number 1. My top Hot Toys Star Wars announcements for this year. Now, if you guys think back to this year, because this is what we do, towards the end of the year, we get to New Year's, we reflect on 2022. And Hot Toys put out, I would think, some heat, some drops, some killer announcements.
Oh, yeah.
So without further ado, let's go ahead and go to number 1. And to not to number 1, but to number 10, counting down from number 1.
Wow.
That quick.
Start from the top.
And we will start with you, Professoro. By starting at number 10.
Oh, okay.
Crosshair. Ooh, wow.
There's
No, you
a
did
lot
say-
of heat. It's going to be hard to rank these, but that turned out
Exactly,
to be
man.
number
I'm-
10.
Yeah.
You did say that you were going to get some questions as to why, and I'm starting to question how's Crosshair that low on your list. But look, man, I think we saw this over at Celebration, man. We didn't see the sculpt, but just the figure alone, we saw the rest of the squad, and they look so good together, man. The whole Bad Batch just looks amazing, and I'm glad that they finally brought this out for pre-order. I mean, that's 3 down, 2 more to go.
Yeah.
My personal favorite is Tech. I'm really looking forward to that figure.
Crosshair, bro. Come on.
But Crosshair's amazing. Crosshair's amazing, man. But yeah, okay. We're off to a good start. We're off to a good start. This is
I could see this getting
figure.
waitlisted, honestly. Like in months later, I feel like this would be one of those ones that you'd have to look out for, personally.
Yeah. I mean, after the buzz that we're getting from the 2 that are released right now, and the positive feedback, I agree with you, Riley, 100%.
It's hard. I want to put this higher. I'm really excited to open up my freaking Echo, which I don't have out of the box yet. I'm getting Hunter. Crosshair's out, but there's so much heat this year. There's stuff that didn't make it on the list. But this is number 10 for me, Brent.
I think the Bad Batch are going to ultimately play an integral part in the Star Wars story.
Yep.
I do. I don't know why. I just, we haven't seen it yet. Season 2 is imminent, but I think that there is going to be something by this group that is going to have high level of connectivity to everything that we have loved for 50 years. Right. And I am in agreement. I think all of these characters are going to be essential at some point to be able to have them on our shelves to tell that part of the story. And that being said, I have not pre-ordered the other 2 yet, and I'm thinking I might have to go down that path here and do that and start getting these guys, because that show matters. And so far it's been great, and I bet you season 2 is even going to be better. And I cannot wait to see how the story unfolds. But I think these characters are going to absolutely, all of them eventually are going to be waitlisted and completely sell out for sure. Absolutely.
Yep. Well, and just so you know, superhero displays, I didn't forget about your super chat. I put Big Dog Pounds down here, and I will get yours back up there, my friend. And Big Dog Pound asks, question for the panel with the $5 drop. How many pre-orders do you have now? Happy holidays to the panel and to the Cantina. Woo! My man with the $5 drop. I've got like 4 from just the Attack of the Clones, Dog Pound. As I mentioned earlier, I got R2 and 3PO. I've got Padme, and the Attack of the Clones Anakin. I got those from Hawk Wars. Gosh, I got the Deepfake Luke, the Chrome.
That's a good one.
Plated Mando, DX Ahsoka. I've got some of them. They're not all with Sideshow, but at least a dozen. Brent, real quick, how many you got?
I've got Padme. I've got the Anakin that both dropped last week, and I've got the Battle Droid. That's all I've got from there. And I will get Mace when he drops. That'll be a day 1 pre-order for me for sure.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, there's no doubt. That's one of those. It's already across the line. There's no going back. We talked about that earlier. And I'm pretty sure I'll get the Super Battle Droid, because obviously that is prequel, but also those showed up in The Mandalorian, did they not? So
yeah,
you've got 2 platforms there that have showcased that character, and I think it'll look good on a shelf. I mean, it's a unique character that they've been teasing for a handful of years, or maybe 4 years, whatever it is, and I kind of want that Battle Droid. So those are the ones I'm getting from that.
Mario, real quick for the Big Dog Pound here, just putting it up as we're counting down Aries' top 10 Star Wars Hot Toys announcements, not releases, announcements for 2022. As you can see here, number 10 is Crosshair. But to answer Dog Pound's super chat with the $5 drop, Mario, how many pre-orders do you got right now? It's probably a lot, right?
Too many.
I've got a few,
too
man.
many.
There's never too many, Riley. It's just when they all come out at the same time, then it's too many.
It's true.
I want to think off the top of my head, maybe about 20 or so.
Okay.
It's been worse. I'm actually getting it down. Like 14 from Sideshow. I got like the Anakin and Ray from or not Ray. Anakin and Padme from Ray at Hawk Wars. And a couple
Oh, you
other,
got it from him too. You got it from Ray.
You got Ray
no doubt.
You got Ray from Ray?
I got Ray from Ray, man. You already know. And a couple other more from Steven's Collectibles that I'm waiting to ship. And
Nice.
So about 20.
How about you, Riley?
I think I don't have as many. I probably have the least, or I don't know. I think I have somewhere between like a 8 or 10 or something like that. I was more so on the shipping a couple months ago where I really wasn't pre-ordering anything. I wanted to wait a little while and see what would happen with the stuff that would hit stock. But like people have talked about, that may change. So I think I'm gonna more so pre-order the things that I know for a fact I want, and I want really quickly rather than waiting till later for a discount. But yeah, something between like 10 or 8 or something.
Well, Riley, Superhero Displays putting his super chat back up. News just in. Riley reviews light sign waitlist.
This is true. Waitlisted, sold out right here. It was one of one. So there you go. That's pretty quickly.
Thank you so much.
I heard
Superhero
those shirts went waitlisted as well, man. I mean,
they did,
another batch pretty soon.
Hitting low stock. I'm gonna hit another batch soon. We're gonna get a 2.0 with some different stuff, some upgrades, movable stuff.
Yo, nice.
Can't wait.
Well, we're gonna go ahead and go to the number 9 figure, but before we go to number 9, I do want to put this up, and this is going to be this link here. And this is, again, my Christmas Eve show. Pulling this up onto the screen, if it would load. Christmas Eve morning with the Dark Jedi. Again, in order to be eligible to win, don't forget on this video right now to make sure you go ahead and actually comment on the current video, the one that's streaming right now, in the regular comment section, not just the chat. And you could do it after the video here. You don't got to do it now. While you're at it, hit the like button because I will put, those comments in there. The computers will sort it out and you'll be able to be eligible for some of the giveaways. Again, Christmas Eve morning with Aries, 10 a.m. Eastern. This coming Saturday, we'll have some special guests. I will have some giveaways. Comment to be able to be eligible to join in. Okay, guys. Any guesses on what my number 9 is?
Riva.
No, it's not Riva. Although it's a good guess. Number 9. This is definitely going to cause a stir. This is my number 9. It's so many.
Oh, wow. This far.
Whoa.
Wow. Okay.
Wait till you see what's on here, though. It's been a good year.
I wasn't expecting that. Was it really this good? Was it this good, though?
Yes. Yes, you're going to see.
But this was we were all raving over the artistry when this figure dropped, man. And you got it at number 9?
Number 9.
Aries was right. Controversy.
Crosshair Ted for the Dark Jedi. Aries Tarrington. The Attack of the Clones Anakin is number 9 for this year. It's awesome. So good. Hey, if it makes my top 10, it's really good. But
this is one of those Anakins. This is an Anakin we have all been wanting, I think, this version of Anakin for a very long time, Aries. And there was never any discussion about it. There was never any, none of the toy fairs, none of the San Diego Comic Cons. We never saw a teaser of this, and then suddenly, bang, there it is. And this news is only a week old, and you put it at number 9. That's bold.
Well,
That's
look,
bold.
we got Yomo saying here, what?
Shout out,
and Yomo. Joe Hunley says Jedi would have seen that higher, and Mr. McPickle saying the Wizard is feeling generous this year. Thank you. Max's Geekdom. What? Here's the thing, guys, for me, and then I'll let you go, El Professoro, on this one. I already have an Anakin. Okay.
Sure.
Anakin's available. And so you have to understand there was a lot of characters that I didn't have. So for me, for some characters, It's
Mhm.
also about what I don't have character-wise in the collection yet. So I weigh a lot into an account. It's not that I don't want this Anakin and I don't covet it, but you know, I also want some stuff that we've also been waiting for that we never had that character. But anyway, that's where this falls for me.
Fair enough. Fair enough, man. I mean, look, you got the which Anakin? You said you have the one on the step, or you also have the dark side as well.
I don't have the one on the stap, but you know, with the buy one get one, although I think that's off now. I'm really thinking about it, but I don't have that. I got the dark
Okay.
side one, baby.
You've got the dark side. Then I can't blame you because I mean, well, no, yes, I can actually. That's Darth Vader. That's not Anakin. All right, you do not have Anakin.
It's still Anakin. Well, that's right.
No, that's
No,
Darth
it's
Vader at
dark
the time,
side
bro.
Anakin,
That's
bro.
Darth
They
Vader.
called
You
it
even
dark-
you even said that on the reissue.
Nah,
They're gonna call it Darth
man.
Vader, bro. That's what it is, man.
That's Anakin, bro. Come on, nah.
Nah. That's at the time he was already dubbed Lord Vader, man. So that I don't count that, bro. Anakin should be higher on this list.
It's not called Dark Side Vader. It's called Dark
So
Side Anakin.
I have to play this
It's
for
Darth
Mario.
Vader.
So you're saying this?
And I say no.
I love
100%,
I
man.
love that. the way you look dead into the camera. No.
That's right, man. Wow. You know, Larry, I'm sorry. Aries, you surprised us before like a bunch of times, man, and with your list, and this is no exception. I'm really curious to see what else is on this list.
Hey, Mario's
Riley,
taking
go.
shots.
Number 9 for me, Attack of the Clones.
You know
Anakin.
what? I think I'm on Mario's train. I expect this higher, man. Come on, Aries. Come on. So Aries is secretly a Hayden hater. He doesn't like him. No, that's no. I'm joking. But no, I understand because, like you said, I think we're gonna come more to a realization what we've had this year of how good there's really, really good announcements. So I'm excited to see what the next one's gonna come up. But hey, I respect it. I respect it.
Well, Riley, I'll play this for you, baby.
You underestimate my power.
I love it. I
Nice.
love it. Perfect. Good one. I love it.
Oh my God! So that is my number 9. Told you it was going to be a little controversial.
Yeah,
guys.
I like it. I like it. Bold.
All right. So,
Man,
what could be number 8? Now, this is going to blow people away, but it's
Timing.
lower on the list. But number 8. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Make
I'm
some
excited.
noise if you are ready.
Oh, you have
Okay.
okay.
I don't have a Cobb Vanth or a Timothy Oliphant in my collection yet.
I was gonna say
But
over Anakin. That's
number
bold.
8 over, and I have an Anakin, and I can
That's
get a
true.
Clone Wars Anakin.
That's
And
true.
quite frankly, I'm going to get how many freaking Anakins probably before the end of next year with what
20.
they're giving us.
Yeah,
Exactly.
something like that.
Exactly. But Cobb Vanth, guys.
he's
And here's the thing. Here's why I'm so excited about, this figure. I really feel like they're going to do a deep dive, Brent, with Timothy Oliphant. Why? Because at the ending credits scene, out of all the characters they could have chosen to promote, they went ahead and they promoted this guy. And I think they're going to do a deep dive into this character. So, Brent, before you go, the ending credits scene after this epic scene, baby.
All right. But this is the last time.
We need season 3 already, man.
Was
I
that
can't
Mando
wait.
or the Mandalorian season 2.5? Anyway, go, Brent. I'm excited. I love Timothy Oliphant. I loved him in Justified. I loved him in everything he did.
No, I think it's been decided that that Cobb Vanth is going to have a significant role in the Star Wars story, and you don't dedicate an end of credit scene to a character if you're not going to do that. I mean, he clearly died, and then obviously you see him being brought back to life in the Bacta tank. So Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt that this particular character was, you know, it was coming at some point. We saw the teaser on it, and with that head sculpt, I mean, it's a no-brainer for me. I'm like you, Aries. I mean, I want the head sculpt characters. I mean, they're you know, they make my heart melt, quite frankly. I mean, that's the stuff it's made of for me, and you know, I'm excited to see what Cobb Vanth does going forward in the Star Wars story. And I think he's going to play a significant role in Mandalorian season 3. I think he's coming back in there, and we're going to see him a lot throughout that series, starting in the spring of next year. And you know, I agree. I mean, there's no doubt that figure is something that a lot of people were looking forward to getting.
Yeah, an OG fan with Star Wars, which is Star Wars. Cobb Vanth may be the new lead-in. I actually think he's going to be a lead-in because he's led a lot of series on television beforehand. I think that's where they're going with him, or at least supporting actor. But let's go to go ahead, Riley. Go ahead. You can go jump on this, and then we'll go to Mario. But this is number 8 for me, baby.
Yeah, I like the choice. I respect it. Hey, but technically we almost got this again. If you think about it, it's technically just Boba when you put the helmet on. But no, if you have that, yeah. But if you had that, I get it. The head sculpt looks great too. So that was cool. So I'm happy. I mean, we all talked about it. This figure, like, if it didn't have the head sculpt, there'd literally be no point in making this figure. So I'm glad that had the head sculpt. And yeah,
if they would have, it would have been so sad.
Right, just a skinny Boba Fett.
Yeah, Riley, it would have looked like you in your garage.
Yeah, pretty much. That's a good point. That's pretty good. But yeah, it is a great choice, Aries. I respect it. This is a good one. Yeah.
And Mario, this is my number 8, and a lot more money than Padme, by the way, or Anakin. But
yeah. I mean, you know, it's expensive to look that handsome, man. I mean, shit. And look, I think another thing too, man. I mean, besides just the Boba Fett armor, is the fact that it's removable. So if you want to display him as just Cobb Vanth by himself as a sheriff, you also have that option as well. So I really appreciate that. You know, what's up, Wilsey? What's going on, brother?
What's up,
and
buddy?
Yeah, I think this is a good spot. I think this is a good spot to have him.
Absolutely. Can you guess then? Now, I think songwriter, you have to wonder. Let's see if I have this clip here. Is this what they call the single song?
They call him the Wizard.
Come on.
They call him.
Come on.
That.
Let's see. It's got to be.
What could be number 7?
Number 7.
Boom.
Okay.
Got
I'll
it.
take that.
That's
Boom.
poetic. That's yeah.
Go Mario, keep going. You get to keep going. This number 7.
Again, Cobb Vanth. I mean, these two back to back. I mean, that was such a surprise to see Cobb Vanth show up in the Book of Boba Fett, man. And we're all a buzzing when we saw him, man. And the fact that they were able to bring him out in 1/6 in Hot Toys form. I mean, not just with this interpretation, but you also get the little droid. I'm blanking on his name right now.
Is it
Toto? Toto. Yeah, Toto. So you also have somewhat of a Clone Wars option or Bad Batch or however you want to display them. So I appreciate the fact that they gave us multiple display options wherever we want to put them. So that's pretty cool. $290 for the deluxe edition. Yeah, a little bit cheaper than Cobb Vanth, but I'll take it all day. Yeah, exciting figure, man. And this is I like how you have them back to back. That's perfect.
Give me some of your predictions in there. El Kitfisto says next one is the Grand Inquisitor. And I say
no. There it is.
Perfect.
There it is.
Try, okay.
Mario, Aries is using you. He's using you.
Hey, man, I know.
Well, at least I'm on top of him like Will was.
We got
on top of it.
Where is Will? Will, if you're out there in TV land, I hope your internet gets better.
Yes.
All right, go ahead, Riley. You go real quick on Cad Bane so we can count down the rest of them.
Dude, I like this pick, Aries. Honestly, I might have even put him higher in my list. I think I'd put him at number 5 because this is just
it's hard, isn't it? Now you're starting to see. I mean, Cad Bane,
exactly.
I mean, wait, how long?
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
Hard.
That's what I'm saying.
It's a hard one.
Yeah, but this is a really, really good figure, guys. I mean, like this is gonna be one where, like you said, Star Wars fans can just rejoice because we possibly without the Book of Boba Fett, we would have never had this, honestly, unless they went the animated route with Clone Wars, but who knows what they're doing with that. But I'm just so glad that we got this figure announced. The fact that this is an outstanding price as well, $290, and you're getting the robot, you're getting 3 swap out faceplates. It's just a killer announcement. I can't wait for this one personally. It's an amazing pick.
Well, I have 6 more.
Yeah, I'm excited. Oh,
Brent, real quick, Cad Bay, before I get to number 6.
I don't think he's dead. I don't think he's dead.
I don't think he's dead either.
His thing was deep
back, and he will play another role, and he and Cobb Vanth will have another duel, and it's going to be
rematch.
Tough, and I love this figure. I have him on pre-order, and he'll be mine someday, and I can't wait.
Wow. Well, what could be number 6? This could be well, I don't think it would be, but we'll have to see. Number 6. Can anyone guess? I don't think anyone in the chat could guess what number 6 is. I don't think any 3 of you. But I'm going to put this up onto the screen. Drum roll, please. Number 6 for the Dark Jedi.
It's gonna be Padme.
Oscar
Reeves.
Okay.
Okay. Wow. Over Anakin?
I love Anakin. First of all, I love female characters.
Yeah.
I'm a huge WWF, WWE fan. I love
true.
Sasha Banks. I love Mandalorians. Comes with a head sculpt, female bounty hunter.
Yeah.
Badass bounty hunter.
Yeah.
Go with Bo-Katan. This is new, too. We don't have Casca Reeves as a hot toy. I was freaking Jones about this.
Yeah.
I really liked it. I love this announcement. I don't think they're going to make very many of her.
The figure, I mean, the head sculpt turned out amazing, man. I mean, this is real. This is insanely lifelike, in my opinion, man. I think it's price point for fairly well. It's exciting to see that we're getting the 3 alongside with why am I drawing a blank on the other 2? With Bo-Katan and Axe Wolves. Exactly.
Come on, Mario.
It's a bummer that I know. Hey, Ron, it's Monday, bro. Leave me alone. It's a bummer that we didn't get a head sculpt, with Axe Wolves, but I mean, still, I'll go ahead and just take the Casca Reeves head sculpt as well. She looks great. She looks fantastic, man. So now that we know that you do like your female characters, I think this is going to be a little bit easier to decrypt. So I might have a better idea what your number 1 is going to be. We'll see. We'll see.
Top 5. Real quick, Brent, you get to go next. Casca Reeves.
No, I think this is a great selection, Aries. Like you said, I mean, head sculpt, female character. They've never, there's only one of her. I mean, it's not like she's a clone that you can do a 2.0, 3.0 of at this point. I mean, I don't know. Maybe at some point she gets a different wardrobe and you'll get a 2.0. But right now, this is her. This is what we know her as. And boy, oh boy, will she look good on that shelf with Axe Wolves and Bo-Katan, those 3 together. And yeah, absolutely. I think this is needs to be in the top 10, and you got her in there.
Yeah, and single songwriter, pretty Casca Reeves, you ain't kidding. Wayne, I would have had Fennec on this list. She's not, because she didn't come out in 2022. It was actually before the book of Boba Fett with Fennec. Otherwise, there's not a doubt she would have been in there. Mr. McPickle, this is funny stuff. I honestly forgot she existed up there on pre-order. Good stuff. Yeah, El Kid Fido says, and thank you for clarifying. I knew it was cutting it close, but I knew that she was announced right on December 21st, which is really, really good. Not to digress. Were you guys talking about tomorrow? Brett, you mentioned it. I think some of you guys, we can get more before the end. We did get some announcements last year, a few days before Christmas. And last I checked, it's December 19th.
Just give us Mace this week.
Just saying.
Let's do it.
It's coming. It'll happen. It'll happen this week.
It's coming tonight or tomorrow. It's coming tonight.
Are you sure?
It'll be here by Friday morning.
Are you sure?
I think so.
If we don't get
I say Friday morning.
And I say yes.
You think
I mean,
so?
come on. What better of a time would to do it? Right at the end of the 20th year anniversary, before the next year? Come on.
It's going to be it's either going to be Mace or the Frog Lady.
Oh my god!
Oh wow!
Please don't. If we get Frog Lady before Mace, I'm quitting collecting. I'm done. I'm leaving. Come on,
Riley. Real quick, we got to get to the top 5. Anything on Casca?
Dude, another great choice, Aries. The head sculpt on this one was one that a lot of people were just shocked with. Some people even thought the sculpting of the hair was Photoshop, but it wasn't. That's how good it was. It looked amazing. at Secret Base. So it's another just great choice, and it's gonna look great for Mandalorian collectors. Really great.
Does anyone want to guess my top 5? We have got number 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What could be number 5? Is it possible that you guys know?
I'm gonna say Reva. I'm going Reva.
I'm gonna go say something wild and go the droid set R5D4 and the pit droids.
Okay, you say Reva. You said the R5D4. What do you say, Brent?
I'm gonna say Obi-Wan from Obi-Wan with the floating rocks.
Okay. You're gonna say, wait, say that again.
Obi-Wan from the Obi-Wan show with the floating rocks.
They call him the Wizard.
Good. Did he hit it?
Did I really get it?
Did he hit it?
Oh, there it is.
Brent knows him
A
too
DX27 Kenobi. Are you kidding me?
Where
it has to hit my top 5
here.
I think the wizard's inside Brent. I think the wizard just took a hold of him.
Right.
Look, let me
go ahead. You go, Brent. Go ahead.
Let me speak in Ariesism here. Okay, I already have an Obi-Wan. I already have one. I don't need it.
Oh, it's true.
It has a head sculpt. I love that. I've already got them. I like the characters that I don't already have. This is an important character.
It's a DX.
Oh, the accessories. Oh, the accessories. Yes. Yes. How did I do?
Yes.
That was pretty good.
Nailed it, man. Nailed it.
That was a 10 out of 10.
All right. So listen, top 5 worthiness.
Good one.
Newsman.
You want me to try to guess your number 4?
Oh, no, not yet.
Mario, go.
No, absolutely. This character was I mean,
yes.
You have to have this if you love that show, if you were into that show, if you were connected to those lightsaber battles with Darth Vader, and if you're getting the Darth Vader with the cracked helmet, you kind of have to have this, don't you? I mean, I think so. I mean, one doesn't really coexist without the other. So yes, absolutely. This was absolutely a Paramount release and announcement in 2022. 100%.
Yeah, Joe P. Are you close? Aries loves his head sculpts. 3 Vader, 2 Anakin, 1 Padme, and you may have some right in there, but I think all in all.
And I say no.
Okay.
Joe,
Okay.
he had Anakin at 8. Can you believe that? I mean, Anakin was at 8.
Obi-Wan, Mario.
I still can't get over that, man. Obi-Wan, man. Yeah.
We got a lot of heat this year, guys. A lot of heat.
There really was, man. You know what I really liked about this set, man, is that the exclusive, how it came with a box with both lightsabers. That's a nice touch. It's something small, but for me that means a lot. I think it really brings a lot more to the to the set itself. But yeah, I would have personally had this a little bit lower. I don't think it would have cracked my top 5 for the year, but it's an exciting pick nonetheless. I mean, considering the show wasn't that well received, but I think we are getting some pretty cool characters or figures out of the show. So yeah, man, I'm really curious to see what they're gonna do with this Obi-Wan sculpt too. If this is what we're gonna get, because I know, like I said, the figure itself was a little bit controversial as far as the head sculpt is concerned, but yeah, we'll see what happens when it comes out. But good pick, man, good pick.
Payton says Grand Inquisitor number 4, Riley number 5, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Dude, I respect that Aries again. I'm kind of on the same boat with Mario. I think I'd probably swap Anakin spot at number 8 and just put Obi-Wan there, and then put Anakin probably at number 5, maybe even higher. Because that Anakin one, that was amazing.
It is sweet. I'm getting them all.
right. Still getting them all. It doesn't make a difference. But hey, this is a great pick, man. I'm excited for the rest. It's getting hot. It's getting hot in the cantina.
Can you even imagine what number 4 is? Go ahead, guys. Guess.
Vader, come on! You got to do it back to back. The same way you did the other 2.
It's not
Okay.
Vader. He's way
Riley?
higher. No way. I'm gonna go. I'm tempted between Inquisitor or Reva. I'm gonna go Reva. I think Reva.
You say Reva. He says Vader. Who do you say, Brent?
I'm gonna say Mandalorian and Grogu Deluxe.
Mandalorian and Grogu Deluxe. From
was that
I think you're a little late on that one.
Was that a 20?
I think that was last year. That was
That's still what? Yes, that was last year.
Oh,
that was last year.
Okay. All right. My bad. I thought that was this year.
Any guess? Any other guess?
How about? Well, Dark Trooper was last year too, wasn't it?
I think.
Man, I don't know. I'm kind of with Riley on this. I'm gonna say Reva. I'm gonna join him.
Okay.
Boom!
Oh,
What?
Mario got
What?
it.
What?
Mario got
What?
it. Damn. Okay, relax.
Mario, is this what they call you, baby?
The wizard.
It's like
I
limbo.
thought that was number one. I thought that was
I
number
thought
one.
that was gonna be
for
number
sure.
one too. From
No,
Blizzard now to Mario.
Yeah, I got
You
3,
gotta read
2,
the
1.
patterns here, bro. You gotta read
get
the patterns.
Go, Mario. What do you think of Vader? This is an incredible.
This is an amazing figure, man. I mean, what they did, this portrayal of Vader in the Obi-Wan show was incredible. Oh my gosh, it was so emotional, man. That fight, and they've really captured it in figure form. So I'm excited for this. I think this will probably be in my top 3 for the release. But it's freaking Vader, man. You can't go wrong. And the 2 display options, battle damage and clean, perfect. Good job on you, man. Love it.
Riley.
Oh man, Aries, it's a bold move going number 4. I would have gone top 2 at least.
You're gonna love my 3, 2, 1.
Okay,
Riley.
I can't wait. But yeah, this is an outstanding announcement. I think everyone's anticipating this one. Like, this has got to be on everyone's like top 5 of announcements of just getting in hand. I mean, this.
I think it's one of the best releases ever as far as look wise. I mean,
totally look wise, the
damage,
price. You get the half sculpt with the Hayden, which looks stunning. It looks just like him from the show. I cannot wait for this figure.
Newsman.
I thought this was your number 1. I thought it all along. I thought when it started with 10, I was like the cat that ate the canary here. I'm like, I know his number 1. I know what the number 1 is, but my goodness,
there's a lot of heat this year, Brent.
It's been heaty. It's been heaty. HEAT''Y.
Wow.
Okay. It has been a year, and that figure is so good. And I cannot wait to get that figure in hand and see it with that cracked helmet and that Anakin inside. It is the epitome of Star Wars, and I can't wait to see it. But I do know what 2 of your 3 finalists are now.
Well, you have to wonder. And anybody in the chat, can you guess my top 3? Can you guess number 3, Brent? Go. What's number 3?
I'm gonna say, oh, good grief! I'm gonna say Luke Skywalker Bespin Deluxe.
You say Luke Bespin Deluxe. Mario.
Brandon, I was saying the same thing. However, I'm going to continue with the pattern here with his love for female characters. And since we're in the Obi-Wan show, I'm saying Reva, number 3.
Reva, number 3. Riley.
Oh, I'm tempted if you're going to go higher on this one, but I'm going to say Padme, number 3.
Those are your Padme. 3.
Padme's is number 1.
Those 3, right?
I think so.
I think Padme's is number 1.
Okay.
You say Padme is number 1?
I agree.
We'll see.
And I say no.
Damn, I shot down myself.
You just found out by yourself.
You
just found out by yourself. From yourself.
And it's
number 3. Number 3. Without further ado.
Nice newsman. Nice.
Got it.
Woo! So the newsman, you have to wonder, my friend, is this what they call
him? The wizard.
Hey, I've gotten 2 of them. I blew it. Great figure. The Bespin Luke Skywalker is an absolute iconic character across the Star Wars spectrum. And if you missed out on the DX 2-pack from many, many years ago, be grateful that Hot Toys is bestowing upon you an opportunity to get it again. And you don't get the weather vane, you don't get some other things with it, but at least you get this character and you're getting another chance at that instead of having to pay obscene amounts of money on the secondary market for it. But I mean, this character to me is the most important character in all of Star Wars. This is the version of Luke Skywalker that I most connect to.
Well, and you know, Mario, before we go to you on here, we got some people in here putting in here some of these things here. 3 DX figures in a row. Someone in here, El Kid Fido, saying Padme #2. You have to wonder what number 1 and number 2 are. But Mario, the best man Luke, baby. I spilled my coffee with this sucker.
This is where you threw me off because you already have this. You have this figure, man.
Yes,
and
but
put
it's
this at your
Luke
number 3. Yo, Newsman was right. This is the Luke, in my opinion, as well. I 100% agree with you. I think this is the best. This is the version of Luke to have. This scene is so iconic and so pivotal, you know, and it was a game changer, you know, back then when it came out. And bro, I am excited for this release. I don't have the DX07. I still plan on getting it, even though this is coming out, just because I'm crazy like that. But still, this is an exciting release, man. And number 3, okay.
Well, and Sam, I would have Ahsoka on here, but you got to remember too. I don't know if Ahsoka was not officially announced this year, so no, it's not Ahsoka. But Ahsoka would have definitely been out of my top 10. If she was, excuse me. Oh, I thought you talk about the DI. Oh, okay. Well, let's keep going. I don't want to give anything away. Riley, go number 3,
dude. I mean, Bespin Luke. This is like everyone's talked about. Damn, this is gonna be such an amazing release. I definitely am anticipating it. These are tight for me because I know Mando Luke for me. I know Aries, you love that Mando Luke as well. I can't wait for that one too. So they're neck and neck as much as I love both the characters, because I particularly love like Return of the Jedi, his outfit. So the fact that we're getting that back in figure form, I can't wait. But this one is just you can't say anything better about this. It's just an amazing release and definitely deserves to be in your top 3 for Star Wars. Totally.
Well, I'm putting Sayers back up on here. So if they had the Ahsoka announcement this year, it would have been off, but not an announcement. Yeah. Not an announcement. All right, number 2, number 1.
Easy.
The drum roll. Okay, well, how easy is this?
Padme's number 2.
Padme.
You already shot me down for Padme number 1.
What's number 2?
It's either Padme or Mace Windu. So those
Mace Windu is not officially
announced.
Yeah, he's not officially announced.
Really?
You're saying Padme's
not on there. Okay. All right.
Number 2. Baby. You'll never get. I can't believe none of you have guessed number 1.
We haven't guessed number 1.
Come on. We knew it. We knew it was coming.
No, it's not Bail Organa because they didn't announce it.
Number 2 is Padme.
Anakin's
number 2 is Padme. Go, Brent.
You know, I mean, I thought this was going to be. I mean, I knew this was going to be 1 or 2. So you got it in there. I mean, I thought Darth Vader from Obi-Wan was going to be number 1. Padme was going to be number 2. So I figured this was there. I mean, again, this figure has been teased for, I forget which San Diego Comic-Con that it was originally announced in. Was it 5 years ago? 4? I mean, we have been wondering where has this figure been, and finally we get an announcement. And then a week ago at midnight, we get photos of it on Facebook. And then once you get photos of it on Facebook, then you know that the pre-order is going up within hours. Absolutely essential. Have to have it. You know, the mother of Luke and Leia, you've got to have this character on your shelf, in my opinion. And it's about time, Hot Toys. It's about time.
You just hit it. So to give everybody a hint on my top 2, and I'm just going to talk on Padme. There were certain characters that have prevented me from calling Hot Toys a true Star Wars general collection. The year before, we finally got a Lando Calrissian. You know we're getting a Mace Windu. And let me just not give it away. But how can you not have one of the major 3 stars in Natalie Portman from the prequels in the collection? This was absolutely a blockbuster for me. Such an important character in my spirit, in my heart for Star Wars. She had to make my top 3. The fact that I don't have a Queen Amidala, the fact that I don't have a Padme in my collection, with all the heat that came out from Crosshair to Cad Bane to Vader, but I already have Vaders. We have not had Padme. Mario, that's why this is number 2.
Yeah, man. I thought you would have had it at number 1, bro. I really did, but you know, it's still high enough. Number 2. Yeah, this is a critical release too. I mean, a lot of the community in the Star Wars collectors, we've been asking for Padme, and she's finally here. This is the one that we've been waiting for since they showed it off a few years ago at SDCC, and it just opens the doors for Queen Amidala and all the other variants that she can possibly have. So, yeah, man, good number 2, man. Good number 2. I can't even guess what your number 1 is going to be, man.
It's going to be
probably going to be like a shiny clone trooper or something.
It's going to be C-3PO.
It's going to be the pit droids. Come on.
And Petty Swat also says about time, so it's C-3PO. And Penny when I think you said Fennec, and I told people before, and someone put it in here. Fennec was actually December 21st last year, 2021, which is why she's not on my top 10, because she wasn't technically this year. So she was announced the year before. But you have to wonder, you know, is it 3PO? But Riley, Padme's my number 1.
It's a great choice. I mean, this, like people have talked about, people have been waiting years and years for this. So it's so glad that it's finally gotten announced that we're finally going to have a Padme Amidala in the Star Wars show. Just such a, like you said, iconic and just resonant character in the Star Wars universe. Definitely had to happen, and I'm glad we got it before the end of 2022. It's a great choice.
Well, you have to wonder, guys, and Riley, how rude was it to have to wait so long for certain characters?
How rude. There we go. Yeah, he's like that.
And my number 1 figure, a character that has been in every single damn Star Wars movie, basically in everything. And how many R2s did we have? Number 1, finally.
Boom.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Mario. I had to put it. I am a Star Wars freak, and honestly, these 2 little droids, even before Luke Skywalker, these guys were the ones who started the whole damn story.
Yeah, you're not wrong, man. These are the first characters we're introduced to, actually. There's R2 and 3PO in A New Hope, man. And yeah, considering it's Attack of the Clones release, I'll take it, man. It's all diecast, which is great. Number 1, man. I get it. I totally get it, but I'm just completely shocked, man. You shocked me again. The same when you deal with Bail Organa, man. Yeah, dude. I would never have guessed it, dude. You know, but I get it. I totally get it.
When we finally get, now that we have 3PO, now that we have Padme, and we got Lando, when we finally get Sam Jackson, which is hopefully going to be tonight, then I'm going to call Hot Toys a true general Star Wars collection. You can't do it without these characters, and I think you need Mace, and I think with Mace, Brent, there you go. What a year. If they could end the year with Mace and actually give us 3PO, Padme, and Mace, still lacking a lot of other characters, but I think you got your main ones.
How long, Aries, have you been begging for Mace? How many shows? How many shows have you done where you have just gone on and on and on about getting Mace? And I think tonight at midnight, you're going to get the delivery. I think it's coming. But anyways, I do like this selection. I like it for you. I like it for you. And I like it for anybody who missed out on the sideshow version. Which I currently have, and I think the sideshow version of this character is really, really well done. and it actually kept me from pre-ordering this one. This one is you've got to have a C3PO. You've got to have a C3PO. And if you missed out on the Sideshow version 10 years ago, 8 years ago, whenever it was, you had to jump on this one. You don't know when the next one's coming, but this is an absolutely essential character. And Mario nailed it. I mean, in A New Hope, they're throughout. That is the first sample of Star Wars any of us ever got. I mean, at least those of us who are over 50, which I am. And, I mean, they're the first characters we were introduced to. And for the first half of the movie, third of the movie, that's all it really was about, was those droids and how they connected with Luke Skywalker and how they got to where, R2 had the plans and so many things had to happen in order to get them where they needed to be. And the whole movie took to the end for R2 to finally get the plans to knock out the Death Star. These droids are the through line of Star Wars.
They tell the story.
Absolutely.
And Brent, while you're talking, I'm just putting this up here from Aaron Logan with the $2 drop here at 6 Scale Raw. I think this 3PO is going to blow us away. Mario, thank you so much, Aaron, for that $2 drop, my friend. I think it is too. I really do, man.
Yeah. Been a long time coming for this version of 3PO. Like I said earlier, die-cast body, which is very nice. I really appreciate that. And I'm wanting to see if anybody will customize this figure to give us like an original trilogy one. I'm sure there's a collector or two that'll actually do that.
We're gonna get one, bro. Don't worry.
Yeah,
we'll get
I
a gold
know.
one.
I know.
Well,
I'm just impatient.
Well, Riley, the collector says C-3PO on the throw. It is coming. It probably is.
Ooh.
Probably for Return of the Jedi 40th in maybe May 4th of 2023. Good one, the collector.
That's a good one. Yeah, I want a C-3PO on Chewbacca's back. That's what I want. I want
yes,
him
please. That's coming too. You're going to get so many versions of this character.
That
it's
would be
not
sick.
even funny. But honestly, Riley, I have to put this number one because I feel like C-3PO and R2-D2. You know my favorite two characters, Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader. But I really feel Star Wars is R2 and C-3PO.
It's true. Totally true.
I mean, that's just me. And you don't have freaking 3PO in a collection.
Right. They're close to the face of Star Wars. They're iconic characters in their roles, even though they are droids. I mean, like we said, this is Star Wars. Characters like these, just droids or aliens. It's awesome to see. So I'm totally respect you putting him at number one. And yeah, this is a great top 10 list and a great way to close out the show. It's awesome.
Well, and did you guys let's go ahead and go back here and go back down the list, going back, and people are commenting in there. No Grand Inquisitor, no Reva, no Purge Trooper, no. It's hard. It is hard to put everything down because I love this Crosshair. That's number 10.
Yeah.
I love this Anakin, number 9. Cobb Vanth and Cad Bane, 8 and 7. I'm going to pair them in that Western scene. Casca Reeves, come on, baby. Notice Axe Woves didn't make it in here, but it's not for me. Not my top 10. Obi-Wan Kenobi, Darth Vader. Hard to put Bespin Luke at number 3, but I don't have a Padme, and I don't have a 3PO. Now, here's the last question, and we're going to close the show. And we're going to go with Mario first. And everybody in the chat, hit the like button right now. Don't also forget to comment in this video so that you can be eligible for my giveaways during the Christmas Eve show this coming Saturday at 10 a.m. Eastern. So you could do that. But here's the question to everybody in the chat. You get ready to type, and Mario gets to answer first. If Mace drops before New Year's, which he may tonight, would he be number 1 on my list? Would he be number 1 on your list? What say you, Mario?
I think he'd be definitely number 1 on your list. Like Newsman just said earlier, you've been asking for Mace all year, and he's coming. I believe you'll get him at least by Friday at the latest. Number one on my list. It'll definitely be up there, but number one on my list, man, is it's Vader. I mean, anytime you got a Vader, man, it's automatic number one. You know, that's my guy. Can't go wrong with Vader, man. But yeah, it's definitely going to be an exciting release.
It would. So you say it would be number one on my list, Brent. What do you think?
I think it'll be number 4.
Okay.
Number 4.
I
Okay.
think you're locked into your 1, 2, and 3. I think you're a stubborn dude, and there's no knocking you off the top of the hill. I think
you say number 4.
So yeah, I think number 4.
Mario says number 1. Riley, what say
you? Honestly, I think yeah, like you said, I think he'd be number 1 for you, Aries, because like you talked about, this is one where I think all the shows and all the clips were always waiting for that Mace Windu to drop. It's one of those characters where like it's been so long, and it's like, how do we not have this on the shelf yet? I mean, come on, a Jedi with a purple lightsaber. We need that. We need that. I think all collectors need that on the shelf. So I'm excited about it. I probably would have it probably in my number 2 or number 3. I'm with Mario. I think I'd have number 1 as my DX Vader, because that announcement with just, I think the half broken face is what does it, where it just makes it have to be number 1 to me. So that's the way I'd do it.
So but you know what, Riley? I gotta say, if that lightsaber hilt says BMF on it, that might shoot up to number 1 for me, dude.
Yeah,
BMF, dude. If that's on the hilt, if they actually capture that detail, that would be a strong contender for number 1.
All right, so here's the thing. How many of you in the chat agree with Brent that my top 3 is locked in, stubborn, and this would be number 4? And how many of you agree with Riley and Mario that this would be my number 1? And as you put that in, for those that agree with Brent, here you go.
And I say no.
I was right all night. I was right all night.
Right till the end.
Almost.
No, but absolutely a Jedi. Another Jedi, it would have to be number 1. Even over 3PO, even over Padme. If they give me Mace, you can take this top 10 list, and there you go.
Boom.
You've had Mace on your thumbnails like twice a month.
That's what I'm gonna say. You just been waiting.
Come on. If that wouldn't have been number 1.
Now, I should put up another question. Mm-hmm. If they drop Mace and this guy tonight, which one would be number 1?
What's going on here? I'm sorry, sir. It's time for you to leave. And so it is.
Get out of here, Aries.
Don't
Get
make
out of here, Aries.
Come on,
Get out of
Aries.
here.
Don't do that to us.
Don't do this.
All right, so listen, everybody in here, what a great time we've had. We have come to the end. And real quick, I do want to give you guys a little bit. Riley, don't you have something going? I want to congratulate you, Riley, on hitting 1,000 subscribers.
Thank you,
my man.
Thank you.
My man.
Appreciate it, guys.
So aren't you doing a giveaway or something? Just briefly talk about that so everybody here knows.
Yeah, I'll quickly plug it. I don't know. Any of you guys in here, if you guys want to get a shot, I mean, Star Wars fans, I imagine, are in here. We're doing a Scout Trooper. Yeah, long shot. Scout Trooper from Return of the Jedi. It's going to be on my channel. And we are also doing the DX19 Batman. We're giving away both of those figures on my channel. There's a video I posted, I believe, like 5 or 6 days ago. The thumbnail says Christmas giveaway. You guys just click on that video. There's, I believe, 2 or 3 steps. It takes 1 minute. You just got to comment, subscribe, and join a group. Other than that, you're entered into a giveaway to win a Return of the Jedi Scout Trooper and a DX19 Batman from my personal collection, because we hit that 1K and we were able to do that second giveaway. But yeah, thank you guys for all the support. If you guys want to check that out, I guarantee a lot of people it's closing tonight. So this is the last night to enter in. So make sure to check out that video and enter in that video. And tomorrow at 4 p.m. Pacific, we're going to roll the dice thing. We're going to do a spinner, and whoever gets selected is going to be winning a Scout Trooper Hot Toy or a DX19 Batman. There's going to be 2 winners for the night of tomorrow. So thank you guys again for an amazing year. And thank you for the invite, Aries. This is a really fun show, honestly. There's a lot of fun topics, and that top 10 was getting hot. It was getting hot. A lot of wizardry, a lot of stuff going on. But yeah, again, thank you, everyone. And make sure to check out that giveaway.
That's awesome. Make sure you check out that giveaway from Riley here. Thank you so much, Riley. And make sure you subscribe to Riley's reviews as well. Link is in the video description. Mario, I got your link in the video description as well.
Thank you, man.
What's going on, brother?
Well, first of all, again, thanks as always for having me on tonight, man. It's and yeah, I got to actually be here for the start of the show, so that was great. That was fun, man. Had a fun night tonight, hanging out with all of y'all. What do we got coming up? We got Uncivilized Scoundrels tonight, Thursday on my channel. That'll be 6:30 Pacific time, 9:30 Eastern. And yeah, it's gonna be a fun show. A lot of speculation about some Ahsoka show news, some of the stuff that's been going on with the Acolyte. So yeah, we're gonna have some fun discussion about who may be coming back pretty soon to the one of the shows. It's been amazing. And again, we're gonna do our LWO Christmas night. I think we're gonna be on PRock's channel this Friday. LWO is always a blast, man. So I would encourage everybody to come on through. That's usually at 7:30 Pacific, 10:30 Eastern, and come check us out, man. It's always a lot of fun.
Well, make sure you also, everybody, subscribe to El Professoro. Mario here. What a great channel. Link also in the video description. Always on my live show, you get the links to both of these guys. And Brent, even though you don't have a channel yet, baby, always great having you in here, my friend.
Love being here. Subscribe to all three of these guys, folks. Subscribe to all three of them. The content is off the charts. The conversation, as somebody who just loves being a part of this and a chance to talk Star Wars with people who completely get it. I love being asked to be in here. And Aries, a message to me is likely always going to result in me being a part of this. And I love being a part of it. So subscribe to all three of these guys and absolutely follow them. 100%.
Always great having you here, Newsman, and thank you so much. And right as we go here, I do want to remind everybody in here, please make sure you comment now on this video as you exit out here. Not this one, but this is the Christmas Eve, what I'm showing here. You can already, make sure that you book this already. This Christmas Eve at 10 a.m. in the morning, Christmas Eve morning with Aries, again. We did it last year. We're doing it this year. And I'm going to be having some giveaways. If you comment on this video on the way out and you're able to be here during the Christmas Eve morning show, you'll be eligible to win on some of these giveaways. Don't forget to comment on there. You don't got to comment multiple times. Of course, if you want to, you can, but it won't count. It's the computer's only going to pick one when you're in there. But don't forget to do that. And I do want to shout out, as you can see on here with this, Rex, a new Cantina insider. Nice. Welcome, Rex. Become a member. And right when we're ending, I do want to remind everybody, if you are interested in becoming a Cantina insider, you can click on that little join button, see everything that it comes with. And if you think you could benefit from it, you may want to consider joining. You could also go to sixscalecantina.com, which I have up on the screen here. And you can see that I have a brand new Insiders Extra show that piggybacked off of my show from Sunday. Production numbers, Wizards Crystal Ball on production number actuals. I do a deep dive into this. You get this as a Cantina insider. If you think you could benefit from it, you may want to consider joining. Thank you all so much again. Guys, Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Christmas. Happy holidays.
Merry Christmas, y'all.
2023 is going to be interesting, gentlemen. It's going to be
absolutely.
It's going to be a very different ride, and it's going to have a very different line of communication. And we've seen the end of this year is delivering us into what I think is going to be coming in 2023. So buckle up.
Yep. Let's get Mace, baby. Come on.
Well, hopefully tonight, gentlemen. And ladies and gentlemen in the chat, I don't always buy coffee out or spotchka, but when I do, I buy it from Six Scale Cantina. Stay thirsty, my friends.